All right, what up, what up? Welcome to the World Class. I am Noah Miguel Mario Tunica Bay, Marsh America Muslim, consecrated and appointed missionary in the Morris Sound Simple of America. Meant to do this live a couple days ago. Been busy scheduling conflicts. I think it's a good bread live right now, but I had to get it out. So really ain't gonna have no free time to do anything for a couple days. Gotta work. Let's get into it immediately. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Tiffany Maree. Definitely anniversary that like button. Let's get to 15 likes, man. We can drop the stream. We at 8 right now. 9, I see. Appreciate that. 6 more. We're gonna drop the link. We got a couple hours. Shout out to Raj, Will, what's up? Gerald, aka G-Man. And we got Genesis 1 in the building. G-Man says, Cynthia G needs to catch them vapors. Real talk, man. I'm so tired of that dumb ass little girl. She irritates my soul, bro. Man, I really can't. She's a really despicable person. People that live behind veils, man, they fake shit. It can't be trusted. So like I said, 15 likes, man. We're gonna drop the stream. I'm doing some work behind the scenes on the channel. And yeah, man. So what we're gonna go over first is Corey Holcomb and Cynthia G. Let me get this music down just a bit. Shout out to everybody that enjoyed DJ Feelings yesterday. I didn't want to overlap Bernard's live, so but it's kind of what's been going on. A lot of people going live. I've been checking a lot of people out, so I'm hopping on their panels and stuff like that. But it's time to push the channel. I see what I got to do, and I'm just pretty much gonna do it. But yeah, it was pretty cool yesterday. A lot of the ladies came through. enjoyed themselves, had some requests, and it was fun. I was surprised that the damn they ain't shut the shit down, like in real life. She said I saved. Jenny said I saved DJ feelings. I actually called podcast that because he was doing the same thing, little podcast and shit. She said I was in the middle of watching yesterday's stream. Yeah. Today was gonna be a little heavier because reasons. Let me ask the chat. What y'all think look better? Doing it like this, or just give you the whole screen? It's always, it was crazy. Like I'm looking the exact opposite way. So yeah. I could like flip it, but I don't want to flip it. I just go the regular way we've been doing it. So what we're gonna watch right now is we're on the same page. Do the whole deal. We're gonna watch. Let's get this music off actually. Let's just turn it all the way off. We're gonna get into Corey Holcomb's interview with the like on that broadcast, on the same broadcast, that same radio station that Cynthia G is on, and pretty much go for that. Let me check and see where we at on the likes. Yeah, we need 6 more likes. 6 more likes. We can drop the stream, drop the link. We can get in here, break it down together. Like I said, I got a couple hours before we get up out of here. So let's start.
A friend of mine, Tiffany Haddish, is a drama situation over
the
video with the kids and stuff like that.
What do you think about that?
I mean, like, it's everybody. I just need you to know, whenever it comes to the kids, don't play with that.
Yes.
You can't play with the kids in those situations. So,
and that's him touching on the situation with his friend, his good friend, Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, Jenny, I knew. Before I hit the play button, it'd be blacked out, it'd be darked out. So appreciate you. Jenny always playing team ball. I appreciate you, Jenny. You and Gail are like the best ever. So he was speaking on the situation with him and what's her name? The dumb girl, Tiffany Haddish, and the weirdo Ari Spears. I don't even want to touch on that right. That shit just irritate me. So kind of stayed away from it. And but yeah, I had to kind of back him on this because it's a situation where you just leave that alone, man. People are real sensitive about children and what children be doing, and it just seems they don't seem to care about children being killed by their mothers, though. But that's another conversation.
I hope this thing weathers out and my sister Tiffany career goes up where it's been going. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even play with kids. I don't even be around my kids.
What do you mean you'll be around your kids, Corey?
My kids, I hear about them, and when they get older, I try to be friends with them later on.
When you hear about the
That's like I said. My kids, I hear about them, and I try to be friends with them later on. This thing is stupid.
kids when they get older.
Yeah, when they get older, they
Look at her. Look at her. Jesus, she look like a zombie. Oh my gosh. Y'all need to stop putting on that damn makeup. You really need to stop putting that makeup, especially around your eyes, because y'all start looking like zombies. She like she about to be an extra in Dawn of the Dead 2 or something. Like, she looks crazy. Crazy. Like, she's not attractive in the face that much, but her body is outstanding. And it just, her face takes away from everything else that she got going on. Her, and then I guess it would include her face when you start talking about the shit she say. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? You know, I take them and buy them stuff.
Where was you at when they were 5 and 6?
Oh, that's when you're supposed to be with your mama and who she with at that time.
You was sperm donor then.
That's what they said. That's when you're supposed to be with your mom and who she with at the time. You see how you're making jokes, but it's like so freaking obvious. You know what I mean? That hair don't belong to her. She stole that hair from some poor woman is walking around bald head or some bald horse don't have hair by his asshole no more. So
no, look, it's very rare that brothers grow up with their kids in America.
Facts. That's fact.
And when you say that, it shouldn't be shocking.
Well,
most
two men right
kids
here.
grow up visiting their dad.
Most children grow up visiting their dad. That's a fact. Facts, Jenny. Zombie land out this motherfucker. Mr. Potato Head, look at Mr. Potato Head looking at. But that's a fact, man. Most of us grow up, but our relationship with our dad just being visit. That's crazy. I even put that in one of my letters, and as I'm not a visitor. Like I'm a dad. You can't really be a dad visiting. You know what I'm saying? But the insecurity of the females in this country today is they have to suck up all the damn attention, suck up all the opportunities, so everything be bonded, limited, and restricted through them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so afraid that they won't be able to take credit or guilt trip somebody into giving them a bunch of stuff, and so on and so on and so on. But I don't understand why this is a surprise. It's just that y'all do that shit, and then still you don't want anybody to call you out on it. It's crazy. You got the balls to abuse everybody, abuse children, alienating them from their dad. You got the balls to do that, but you don't have the balls to be called out for it. It's crazy. Because you could actually get beat the fuck up for doing that physically. But you know it ain't no consequences for when you be a child alienator. It's weird.
But that's why collaborate.
Oh, my bad. I hit the wrong spot. My bad.
I'm gonna play the violin. They find me and I'll be like, oh, hey. No, whenever it comes to the kids, don't play with that.
Yes.
You can't play with the kids in those situations. So I hope this thing weathers out and my sister Tiffany career goes up where it's been going. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even play with kids. I don't even be around my kids.
What do you mean you'll be around your kids, Corey?
My kids, I hear about them, and when they get older, I try to be friends with them later on.
Well, you hear about your kids when they get older.
Yeah, when they get older, they find me, and I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? You know, I take them and buy them stuff.
Where was you at when they were 5 and 6?
Oh, that's when you're supposed to be with your mama and who she with at that time.
What do you a sperm donor then, Corey?
No, look, it's very rare that brothers grow up.
You heard the shame though. You're a sperm donor then, Corey. Gotta throw a shame shot in it. Everything gotta be fake. Like, shaming him for what? It's the truth.
With their kids in America. And when you say that, it shouldn't be shocking.
Well,
most
two men right
kids
here.
grow up visiting their dad.
Well,
but that's why I know I could never do that. It is common. I'm not arguing that.
Of course. Your kids grew up with you?
My kids are in my house every day. I'm taking them to practice.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
But you know what? I totally get what Corey was saying.
Play the violin and come up here.
I was in the barbershop talking to some homies, and the first thing they said was, "Man, you had both of your parents growing up."
So he's saying he was in a barbershop talking to the homies, which is probably him giving some game on how things, because you hear this a lot, like these dudes, even in this space, they talk as if they're not an outlier. Like they're not, like what they're doing just because they went through it and they got what they wanted is normal. No, it's not normal. It's normal for you because it's normal to you. That's how you live. But most of us grew up without a dad, and most of us have a mother that'll sell us out for their feelings. So, you know, dudes pick up on that, just like how the FBA pick up on who's immigrant and who's not an immigrant. We pick up on it because it's like we've been alive for a long time. I watch a lot of people talk, and usually when people say this, they got this going on. You know what I mean?
And that, like, I
don't know what's going on with my shit, but we got to get back to where we was
at. And when you say
collaborate,
constantly keep cutting out. I don't know what's going on with this.
Stuff.
Where was you at when they were 5 and 6?
Say that, it shouldn't be shocking.
But you know what? I totally get what Corey was saying.
Play the violin and come up here.
I was in the barbershop talking to some homies, and the first thing they said was, "Man, you had both of your parents growing up." And that, like, we laugh,
Right.
but a lot of dudes didn't grow up with both parents in the home. So
that's
then you
rare.
Yeah.
That's rare. I'm from Chicago, man. It's a whole bunch of single moms who got opinions and they lonely. That's really what the world is about. All you women who have something to say, you saying it to people who not with you.
But listen, okay, but they're single mom because the guy's not with them. So is there any?
I'm so fucking tired of hearing that. They're single moms because they wanted to get pregnant so they can have some shit that they can control. Y'all don't really want to be mothers. You want some shit they can't tell you no. Then y'all keep saying the dads wasn't there. How can a dad be there when you ran from where there was? You ran away from there, took his property, which is his child that came out of his body first, that he put in you, that you didn't decide to steal. Yet, if you put your money in the bank and the bank keep your shit, they stole it. But you can steal somebody else's shit. They keep throwing this shit. I get tired of hearing that shit.
Accountability to the
They're
man
a single
that
mom
left
because
that
their
family?
opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
Facts. I say that shit again. Man. Before we be spitting, bro.
Because their opinion is more important.
I can hear that shit. That need to be a clip. That need to be a damn clip.
What the world is about. All you women who have something to say, you saying it to people who not with you.
But listen, okay, but they're single mom because the guy's not with them. So is there any accountability to the
They're a
man
single
that
mom
left
because
that
their
family?
opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
What do you mean by that?
Just think about how many women grow up the kids grow up just with their mom. Like if you really think about the statistics with that, something is really wrong. And when you think about what's wrong, why isn't the man in the house? The government is part of it because they give the women tools against the man, but don't give the man tools against the women.
See, this is let me step back, bro. I never understood how the manosphere, black manosphere, didn't have this man as like, y'all, Kevin Samuels should have never happened. Should have never happened because what's the direction I got to point? This guy here, he's been saying everything for the last 15, 20 years. I don't understand how he's not the leader of the black manosphere. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm weirded out. What's up, Supreme 10? What's going on with you? Got Brian Terran says they also wanted to make the man stay, but it didn't work. And now these hoes is mad. Yes, they are. Super mad. The maddest are mad. All right. Genesis 1 says, I'm so over the single mother victim mentality. No dude want to wipe that up. Facts. If you single, you're not on the team, man. So be by yourself. Oh man, I got a whole thing I'm about to do on that shit, but we got a lot to get into today. I don't want to get too off track, but I had to throw that in there because I don't know how many more Corey Holcomb videos I'm gonna do. The one I did, that's almost at like 1,000 views. I did it like earlier this year or the end of last year. Y'all need to be doing reactions to what Corey said. Corey been saying all this stuff. I know y'all talk about Patrice O'Neal, but after him or during him, you got Corey saying the same shit, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'll be thinking to do stuff to make sense. I mean, let's just hear that part again, bro. It needs to be heard.
Mom, because the guy's not with them. So is there any accountability to the
They're
man
a single
that
mom
left
because
that
their
family?
opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
What do you mean by that?
Just think about how many women grow up the kids grow up just with their mom. Like if you really think about the statistics with that, something is really wrong. And when you think about what's wrong, why isn't the man in the house? The government is part of it because they give the women tools against the man, but don't give the man tools against the women.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Split the families.
Here's the deal, though.
That's COINTELPRO right there.
Facts. That's COINTELPRO right there. That's exactly what it is. You got a chick that will sit up under you, knowing that I got this weapon I'm gonna use against you if I don't get my way. That's a counterintelligence agent. Counterintelligence. You undermining my intelligence is counterintelligence. You knew what you was on when you met me. They keep putting it on the guy, but these chicks know push come to shove, I'm gonna sell him out. I'm gonna take his child. I'm gonna go down to that courtroom and use that against him. But I'm gonna sit in his face and say I love him. I love you, and I love the children. I'm gonna alienate my child from their father, but I'm gonna keep looking in the child's face and say I love you. I'm gonna be off. I'm not gonna put you on child support this whole time. These 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years, 10 years since we've been apart. But the second I see you with a chick and you happy, then I'm gonna put you on child support. I know you love your child, and I'm gonna move out the state. See, we having these weapons in the back of their head, and they act like they on our team when they're not on that team. Our team. You know what I mean? I'm just call this shit out, bro.
The only thing that I don't agree with is you're giving a lot of the accountability to the woman of the family. It takes the man to be a part of the family too. So if he's helping her create the child and he doesn't still.
The one part that I don't like is that you bringing accountability to the woman. Of course, you can't even hide. You didn't even say what you were supposed to say. You just said what your subconscious mind knew. Oh, I don't like being held accountable.
Against the women. So it's like we're being assisted by the government to split the families.
Well, here's the deal, though.
That's COINTELPRO right there.
I agree with that. The only thing that I don't agree with is you're giving a lot of the accountability to the woman.
Because here's the thing. Goof troop. Here's the thing. Because you're stupid. You agree with the law being set up to where it'll benefit women, but it don't benefit men. You agree with that. But how does the family split? Is it usually the man going to the court and bringing our private information into the courtroom, or is it usually the woman? Y'all tell me. Maybe I'm tripping. Look at some of these chats. What the fuck? It's hard to say your name. What the funk is this? Peace to you, bro. He said facts. Love is pointless if it turns into hate. Yeah, that's why you got people afraid to get into it and get into relationships, because it look like it ain't gonna work out. Man, can't argue with it, but so much. You know what I'm saying? Supreme Ten said the brother in the white shirt was on the panel with Umar Johnson, Cynthia G, and the unisex person. Oh, he was? That's the same guy? Yes, that's vindictiveness. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Bro, you mean the dude, was that the same? I don't think that was the same guy, bro, because that guy that lighter skinned guy was like Asian looking. So I'm gonna look at it again. It's about to come back on. Brian Turner says Kendra is the black female who come from a good home and is educated, but desperately wanted to fit in. Yeah, with the ghetto bitches. So here she is ignorantly defending single motherhood. Facts, man. Facts. She about to literally say it in a second. What the funk says, the chance of love simply ain't worth it, worth the risk of heartbreak that a woman can do with playing with your father's rights. That's right. That's right. Hey, 2 more likes and we'll drop the link. We had 13 likes. 2 more likes and we'll drop the link. Definitely subscribe to brother Bernard. Doing great work over there. He's doing a clean version. I don't have the capacity to do right now because I gotta cut y'all out. Facts, which is kidnapping, especially when it's going against the order. They all, yep. That's why Mr. Palmer call it government daddy. So yeah, I'll get the likes up. Jenny, can you please let me know when y'all hit? We hit. Okay, never mind. I just seen myself. We can break down this part, man. We're gonna get into it today. I'm gonna post it, and then we also gonna pin it. Yeah, replace pin. Y'all come on in, man. We're gonna get this together, break this shit down together. Let's hop in.
Of the family. It takes the man to be a part of the family too. So if he's helping her create the child and he doesn't stick around to help raise a child, that's his fault. It's not her fault.
No.
I'm tired of that narrative, because we know that most of these single mother households is because the mom is alienating the child from the father. I'm tired of that narrative. That's what's happening 70+% of the time for the last 60 years. I'm tired of hearing it. It's
if you're a woman and you want to keep the man that you had a baby with, you have to bow down.
Facts.
You have to bow down.
Listen to that. Listen to that innate rebellion. You have to bow down. Yeah. Why not?
Not in charge here.
What are you talking about, Corey?
You have
You're
to
trying
bow
to make me
down.
upset. What is it?
Trying to make you upset that you have to bow down to the man that made you a mother, that can make you a mother, that can protect you and make you a wife? What do you think you get those three things from? Your feelings? What's wrong with bowing down? This is the person you parted your legs and gave your coochie to. You don't want to bow. That shit crazy.
The families.
That's
Well,
what,
here's the deal, though.
That's COINTELPRO right there.
I
That's
agree
been
with
on
that.
for
Only thing that I
6
don't agree with is you're giving a lot of the accountability to the woman.
Let that sink in. Just let that hit right there. Just let that hit a little bit. Just let that. Just the thing I don't agree with is that you're giving a lot of accountability to the woman. She meant that.
Of the family. It takes the man to be a part of the family too. So if he's helping her create the child and he doesn't stick around to help raise the child, that's his fault. It's not her fault.
No,
It's his fault that he don't stick around to what? To be abused? To be betrayed?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about, lady?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going.
Facts. Ugh, this lady makes me sick, bro. Honest to God.
if you're a woman and you want to keep the man that you had a baby with, you have to bow down.
You have to bow down.
You are not in charge here.
What are you talking about, Corey?
You have
You're
to
trying
bow
to make me
down.
upset. What is it? She's trying to make me upset. I'm not gonna.
Do you have kids?
I don't have any kids.
Obviously, you ain't got no kid. That's what I'm saying. It's like
What do you mean
you're not going to bow down.
No, I'm not. But I don't have enough money to raise my child with or without the guy.
Right.
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. She getting on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What's going on?
Get him
I heard
off
you
the
said.
line.
I
didn't know if you knew this.
No, I'm just asking you what's going on.
Then
I get
you
that.
get
I
there.
don't know why you're not listening to me.
No hair.
Back up for a second. I just want to get clarity.
Mhm.
You hear what you're saying out loud, brother?
Are you done? Are you done?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't want you to keep going.
Not on my property. Not around my niggas, he can't.
Gosh, this lady make me sick. She's just, oh God. Look, I keep shit a stack. Her body is tremendous. Give her that. I like her skin tone. I give her that. But everything else is garbage. I hate her hair. I don't like her face. I don't like none of the words she say. I can't stand this lady. Oh my gosh, she's sickening, bro. Ugh.
So money, you'll have kids raised with money.
Okay.
Okay. What do you mean, okay? Dumb? What?
But the guy, but I will say this though, the guy loses out though. You're making it seem like the woman.
No, the guy can always make kids. I start over tomorrow with him.
Oh my God!
Look at that reaction. Look at that reaction. Go back a couple seconds.
But I will say this though, the guy loses out though. You're making it seem like the woman.
No, the guy can always make kids. I start over tomorrow with him.
Oh my God!
You see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? They don't like that. They don't like the fact that we can just. I'll say it again for you weak females. Real women like Jenny and Savannah and everybody that's in it. They don't. It doesn't bother them that they can't do what we do. They enjoy being women. Y'all can make Max give you like Marvel level physics. You can make 3 fathers a year. I can make a mother a day. I can make one of you a day. That shit bothers them. It bothers the shit out of them. So how she roll her eyes. Hey, StreamYard. Y'all gotta have a feature where we can zoom in. Like, So many freaking people, man. She said, Jenny said, we need clips of your facial expressions from Friday. I don't even, you know what? People been telling me that my whole life. I can't hide, like, my facial expressions. Apparently, I have a problem with it. And, like, when I think something dumb or I like something, it just be on my face because I don't have a habit of hiding. So I don't be realizing what's going on. Supreme 10 said, the brother in the white shirt wasn't the target. Umar was the ultimate target. Oh. We talking about, oh, yo, that's about to come up. That's about to come up. What's going on, Poppy? I just seen you come in. Yeah, you can hit the link if you available, bro. I know you be running around doing your thing. Peace to you and the babies. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. Yes, that's at the end. I had to get the Corey thing out the way because there's some powerful stuff that Corey said, and there's some obviously stupid stuff that Cynthia G says per fucking usual. I'm sorry, Kendra G says per usual. It's just sad because you look like she seems like she could be. You know what bothers me about it? She seems like she could be a helpful person. Like she has the intelligence, but I guess what's fattening her pockets is going to disallow her to have any level of integrity. And it's sad. It's sad, bro. It's sad. And she's old. Like, it's not like you're young and you kind of making mistakes. Like, not old, but she's 40. Like, you old enough to know. You've been here for 2 decades after your first 2 decades. And you still talking this stupid. You can't be a respectful person to big up, promote single motherhood for any reason. It's horrible. It makes horrible, vicious, evil people. It just does. I don't understand why people keep saying dumb shit. Right. Dumb gonzo from Flintstone. Like, stupid. Goofy dumb. Corey Holcomb been giving y'all that real shit, bro. Been. I just ain't like that shit he did was
so Kendra did ask you, does the guy have any accountability in that situation?
I'll put it like this. I'm not going to be with a woman I don't respect. And most of the women I sleep with are not respecting.
Corey
Holcomb is on serious.
I get them because I got money.
That means you respect
I got money.
We have one more break.
Then we're going to come back.
This nigga's stupid, bro. And the thing is, they think he joking, but he's not joking. That's the shit that's funny. But what he's saying is, man, yeah. I mean, accountability is, if y'all like 20 and older, you got to stop fucking chicks that you don't respect. It ain't but so much you can do up front. I realize that. That whole concept of retroactively making you responsible for what somebody did years later, and then at the same time, it's like you'll get them saying, you should have betted up front. You should have betted. I hear you. But if this guy is giving the same shit over and over and over again, the counselors, the pastors will tell this guy, and these feminists will tell this guy that he's wrong because she needs to change. She needs things to be different, spice up the relationship. So how am I ultimately responsible for everything that everybody do every single solitary time? Like, this shit doesn't make any sense. She's responsible for what she do. I'm responsible for what I do. If you relate, like, and again, relationships, we're going to do a whole live stream on relationships and just like the thought process and talking to people on how you think about relationships. But if you don't do the foundational things up front, the human things up front, okay, I'll give you that. But if these people have an agreement and then she switched later, people acting like people don't switch. People switch all the time, nigga. A lot of these people are switch hitters. And I'm just, it's like lack of integrity in something. But I'm with him, man. When I was like 20, I was like between 18 and 25, I was on a rampage. I was a hoe. I ain't gonna say that old. All right, listen. I was out of control, but I knew what I was at, right? I know I wasn't trying to have children with these chicks. My pull-out game was immaculate. Nobody getting pregnant around here. I ain't gonna sit there hold you. It was a lot. I like knockdown. I knocked a lot down. I was on a rampage. BBW, slim thicks, all that. Light skinned dogs, skin short dog, all of that. But I knew where I was at, and I wasn't trying to get these chicks pregnant because I'm coming in the house, and it's just Poppy will back me up. I'm gonna be generous. 7 out of 10 of these chicks, they be having, like, with the bad bodies, they be having nasty houses, and that's if they even live alone. Most of the time, they live with their mom and grandma. Look at you. You come in trolling. I don't know who a bigger troll, Sugar Bomb or fucking Snuggles. But you up there. Hey man, if y'all hit the like button on the way in. I appreciate y'all. But we breaking this shit down. We doing a video on. Right now we just doing Corey Holcomb. We about to get into this Umar Johnson shit. I don't like Umar Johnson. Y'all have to understand I don't like him. So for me to back him up, there got to be some super egregious shit going on. Shout out to A2Z. I'm using your word. Let's see who else we got in the. We already got Job Turkey Sauce, Sugar Bomb. We got one of my favorites, J. Ali. You got the best name on YouTube. I love your name, J. Ali. It just rolls off the tongue. Savannah, her voice is extremely irritating. Thank you. We got Super Savannah in the building. I can't stand her. It's so loud. It's like what Brian Turner was saying earlier. He was like, she one of them chicks that grew up in a good relationship, grew up in a good household and trying to, fit in with the hood people. So hood people loud, so she be trying to be loud. Or she just come from a loud ass family, which is also ultimately still possible. And yeah, so. But I agree with Corey in this sense, because the responsibility is that you're responsible for where you put your dick. Feminists, men's rights being fucked up or not, but you're responsible for where you put your dick, and you're definitely responsible for pulling out that motherfucker. It's just shit. I can't on one side go, yeah, it's our child. We the ones that make the child. All people come from men, not women. They go through women, and then in the back end, and say you're not responsible for where you put your dick and where you put your nut. I don't know how to do that. I come from men that it's about being responsible. So I can't rock with y'all on that. Y'all gotta man up on that. So when you're sticking your dick in trash, y'all niggas chasing the bag, you niggas chasing the trash bag. That's what you're doing. And it is what it is. That's on you. I don't know what to tell you. I talk to quality women. I attract, but I put myself in position to only have relationships and friendships and connection with high quality women. And that's just it. I take the L. The big booty chick, ass everywhere, don't know how to read, don't know how to think. I let them go all the time. I see them all the time, bro. You gotta have some self-control. And that's what I don't see in this space. But we're gonna get to that shit, bro. Y'all gotta have, you know what, Mom, at it. I'm tired of every fucking time. I don't know if I said this on my channel or not. I'm tired of every time the word discipline come up, the word dick is in front of it. You can't just be dick disciplined. You can't just be undisciplined everywhere, but then be disciplined when it comes to your dick. It actually kind of translate lastly. Like, you need to be disciplined in every other area in your life. Pure discipline. A lot of niggas that be talking about dick discipline, them niggas ain't disciplined nowhere else. You can't even control the space between your plate and your fat ass face. But that's neither here nor there. It's actually everywhere. But oh yeah, well, I'm in my bag today. We going there today.
You don't respect yourself, then, Corey, just like people that you don't.
No, it's not about me not respecting myself, because when I wash up and get my car, I feel great. But I'm saying, like, it's the money. I have money, so I'm going to smash today after the show.
All right, hold on, man. We coming right back. More of Corey Holcomb, man. It's the WGC. I'm on this.
Money!
Nowhere. It's GCI. Comedian Corey Holcomb, Chicago's own home. Got a show tonight at the Chicago Theater.
Yeah.
Been hanging out with us on the morning show this morning, man. Ruffling some feathers.
Listen, man, I'm an avid viewer of the 5150 show. I love you, Darlene. My man, Marcus, Craig, come on. But you are a lightning rod. You're a lightning rod.
I can agree with that, but what happened?
I'm just saying, like, so do you feel like sometimes the skirmishes you get into on the industry scene, like just had one about a comic disrespecting your green room, you went crazy. Your comments on the BET Awards, which I found hilarious when you talked about Lil Nas X and all them and stuff. Do you find, like, do you ever sit back and say sometimes, like, I could be further in Hollywood if I wasn't this guy?
I like this part that we got going on. I kind of wanted to get into it because it has a lot to do with the undertone that I always talk about, which is integrity. But we got my man Zone in the building. Hold on. Gotta be a little louder. What's going on, big dog?
What up, world class? What's going on, man?
Everything good, man. If I complain, man, something gonna fall out of the sky and hit me, man. What's going on with you? I know you want to get a piece of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I just rolled up out of bed, man. I said, let me hop on before I get my day started. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We going there today because this is just the first half. The second half, we gonna get into it because we got jokes. I'm tired. I'm just gonna be like the one live I deal with. I ain't even gonna say what I'm going to. You just gonna see
tired,
it.
boss.
I'm a fucking tired now. I'm a fucking tired now. Y'all niggas. All right, let's hit it.
Leon, when I moved to Los Angeles, leaving here, I was out there about a year, and I realized I don't fit in.
Okay.
I don't fit in. So
people like me fuck with Corey because he's honest. Even when he did that fuck shit with Zoe Williams, which that shit bothered me. I ain't gonna say that hold you. Still being who he is. Like I can deal with a dude that's gonna let me know he on some, let me know. When I say deal with, I mean I'm not gonna get as upset because a lot of these when you let me know who you at and who you are up front, I can deal with that. Don't try to act like you're something you're not. So I love the honesty that he has. He's literally my favorite comedian because I just think he's the funniest nigga, period. But I love the honesty. I love people that keep it 100 and keep it a buck. That's why I fuck with the people that I fuck with in this space because it's on some integrity shit. Not on integrity shit, I can't rock with you. I'll let you drown. I ain't gonna say that hold you.
What I've done is created my own.
Not bad. I think it's the way that I freaking say this.
This morning, man, ruffling some feathers.
Listen, man, I'm an avid viewer of the 5150 show. I love you, Darlene, my man, Marcus, Craig, come on. But you are a lightning rod. You're a lightning rod.
I can agree with that, but what happened?
I'm just saying, so do you feel like sometimes the skirmishes you get into on the industry scene, like just had one about a comic disrespecting your green room, you went crazy. Your comments on the BET Awards, which I found hilarious when you talked about Lil Nas X and all them and stuff. Do you find, do you ever sit back and say sometimes, I could be further in Hollywood if I wasn't this guy?
Leon, when I moved to Los Angeles, leaving here, I was out there about a year, and I realized I don't fit in.
Okay.
I don't fit in. So what I've done is created my own Hollywood with the 5150 show because...
Shout out to Couch Gang. Shout out to Righteous Fear in the Village.
Listen, I tell people, Bill Maher, who I'm a fan of, I like his show, he's at the Chicago Theater the next day. I'm at the Chicago Theater, and I'm basically off my path I took to create my own Hollywood. You can be what you need to be, but you have to realize where you fit in and where you don't fit in. I don't fit in Hollywood, but I will say in my defense, I'm very kind to Hollywood people, but they try me, and envy has a lot to do with it. And I'm going to bark back because I'm built to bark back. But I'm not a bully. I don't mess with nobody.
That's pretty much me. Look, if my homeboy watching, he can vouch. I always say, that's been saying this for like 2 decades. I don't start shit, but I will escalate that motherfucker. I'm gonna take it somewhere where you ain't prepared to take it, and that's on you. I'm a different type of competitor. I don't want to just beat people. I want you to give up on the God you pray to. I want you to experience unmitigatable hopelessness, because that bitch must hate you to put you on the other side of something like me. So find your fucking way somewhere else with somebody you can play with, because I ain't the shit to play with. Go find a corner and play with your pussy. Don't play with me.
Those guys, they see what I do, and they
hate they can't be like that.
Well, I'm on Netflix. I'm like, well, I'm not on Netflix, and I sold out the same theater you did. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I never expect to be accepted in the Hollywood circle, but I'm not a guy who preys on the weak.
I have a question. Right. Well, one thing, I don't always agree with what you say, but I do respect.
You see how he smiled? Because he knew she was about to be on some fuck shit. Oh, you back? He smiled like, oh, here we go. But then he cool. He fuck with it though. You know, it ain't vicious. It's just her mentality, bro, is just she is disappointing because she's like a 4.5 to a 5 in the face, right? Our body's like an 8 or a 9, and she chocolate. I be wanting chocolate girls somewhere because I love chocolate women. I do. I absolutely do. I do. I love them. They just and people be like, I think because social engineering and movies and shit be putting the light skinned white people in front of your face, and then people just used to they got this validation of that
Right.
right. But what it happens is what people don't realize is that dark skinned girls' phenotype is different from light skinned girls' phenotype. But you can have somebody that has basically like they'd be both from the islands or whatever, like you from Trinidad. They're both people from Trinidad. Got chicks that's light skinned and dark skinned in Trinidad, right?
Right.
But when you come up here, light skin and dark skin is completely all different ethnicities and all different type of bloodlines, right? So dark skinned chicks generally just look like each other, and light skinned chicks just literally look like each other. They look a little different. The features is not as bold. Like sometimes you get a light skinned chick where she got real pronounced cheekbones or real big eyes, and you have a dark skinned girl, she got nose big like my nose or whatever. But it don't be the same. And you know what I'm saying? They have this. People don't like dark skinned girl shit. I like both. All my everything was light skin. First girl I've had sex with, first crush, first girlfriend. My son mother, big head ass is light skin.
Shit, the first chick that ever tried to pin a baby on me was dark skin.
Yeah. So, no, mine was light skin.
And she was from the Bronx, by the way.
So they got this beef going on, and you just want them to win because they don't get appreciated because their features are not put up. And I get that. They're right on that because the people that run the planet want people to like them because pale skinned people have to promote their beauty. They have to promote their beauty for somebody to like them. You know what I'm saying? And so I'll be wanting her to win, bro. She said, no.
It is what it is, Jay.
I don't know. Am I slandering light skin? I hope I'm not. I don't think I am. I like pretty. Like her?
Right.
Beautiful. Savannah, beautiful. I like pretty.
I get away with it all because it's funny because dudes be like you light, and some dudes be like, nah, he ain't light, he dark. I'm in the middle, so I get like I get tossed around everywhere. Like
I'm smack dab in the middle, man. I've been in the, you know what I'm saying? We like the 80%. We're like we don't get the extremes, but I'm just right there in the middle. I'm always like, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoy it. Like I enjoy my little space, man. I be you know what I'm saying, light skin. It's a lot of these fucking shits is true. Like them dark skin niggas are aggressive. And I'm gonna say this shit because I don't the colorism, I get it. Like I just understand it, but
I showed my sister a picture of you, Noble, and she was like, it was the one that's on my IG page where you was talking about old boy, she was like, nah, I wouldn't date him. She was like, nah, I wouldn't date him, and I was like, he's a Moor though, and then she was like, oh yeah, I date him because we the same. She gonna switch up just like that, like. She was like, that's my brother. I get him. Yeah, I get him. Because the first thing she said when she looked at you, she was like, oh yeah, this nigga aggressive.
Right.
That's the first, and me and her like the same complexion. Right.
See, we get both of them. It's like chicks that we went down this road. Chicks that like dark skinned dudes, and you find that out by talking to them, they'll think I'm like sweet. They'll think I'm like real nice and kind, and then the situation come up, they'll be like, "Oh my god, you are evil. I'm horrible." Yeah. And then the chicks are like the light skinned niggas, and you find out by talking to them, like, all right, he was light skinned. They be thinking like I'm super evil and aggressive. And you sweet, you loving, you care. They see me how I am with children, how I am with my son. Like, oh my God. They'd be so shocked because everybody keep going to these polar opposites and extremes and don't really be understanding. This is something I'm say though. This is something I'm say. I don't care how it sounds. This is one guys at this point. I already said I was a hoe when I was young. I had I went on a streak of, if it wasn't 18, it was 19. 19 different chicks, all different type of looks, right? 19 different chicks I had talked to. Like I had a conversation. Your boy Dirty said he don't talk to them. I talk to them because they give up information. I don't know why you don't talk to them. They give up so much information. They be putting you on. They be putting you on a lot of shit. Be like, damn, oh, that color go with that color. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's
shit.
Okay.
You think I'm the feds?
Yeah, nigga. So I had to like 18. If it wasn't 18, it was 19 different chicks that the previous relationship where they got beat, it was a light skinned nigga. To the point where it was like, she was like, yeah, my last relationship was abusive. I was like, was he light skinned? She was like, yeah, how you know? I said, them light skinned niggas be whipping y'all ass. And I'm pretty sure somebody, now my boyfriend was dark skinned, he hit me. I'm like, I got you. But that's just, I don't know. It could just be the ones that like me. Could be the ones that, you know what I'm saying? So I be trying to root for Cynthia G. Kendra G. I would never root for Cynthia G ever in life. I would push her in possible.
No, hell no, boy.
But Kendra, man, she just disappoints me so bad.
Yeah, so bad. she definitely did. She I would say she definitely has potential, like, you know what I'm saying, especially seeing all of the nonsense that's going on online. Like, she definitely has the potential to bring you know, a difference of opinion, the right difference of opinion to the table. But yeah, like you said, clearly she gonna do what she got to do to get the bag. You know what I'm saying?
This girl is crazy. Sugar Bum is out of control. It would be good if she just brought that perspective. She said, Genesis 1 said the light versus dark skin in the community is so toxic. Facts. It is, but it don't really have to be. The JLE light skin JLE. You're not light skin at all. Look, you right in the middle with us. What they said.
It's crazy, man. That I never really it just baffles me how, because I don't, man, I gotta give a shout out to my grandparents, man, because they really allowed me to be a kid. Like, I never really focused on the light skin, dark skin thing like that. I never really focused on just like certain things that are talked about online. I was literally a kid for as long as I could be a kid. They was like, man, as long as he playing and go to school, that's what we want to make sure we keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
JLE said somebody called me a red bone before, and I was like, hold on, I ain't no damn light skin. You're not. Genesis 1 says, okay, I'm gonna stop reading the chat. I need to concentrate. Face facts. Oh no, I ain't like Chicken Bum said absolutely. She just patrolling. She said what she said. She said plus old men are broke. That's even worse. Shout out to Fatty. What's up, Fatty?
These are my you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never really, I don't know if you can see it, but these are my grandparents right here.
Let me bring you up. Hold up. Let me bring you up.
Light skin and dark skin.
That light, like the bottom, like you got a light hitting it. I see him right there. I see him. I see you. Right.
Yeah, light skin and dark skin.
I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
And my grandmother was Puerto Rican and Italian, so she was super, super light. And then everybody else is chocolate. Like everybody else. Except obviously my dad not, but them two like the lighter. He like a little lighter than me or whatever, but I mean, yeah. But I'm with her, man. I be wanting her to win, but she don't want her to win, so fuck her.
Nah, she definitely don't.
She's an asshole.
That you're gonna say it. You know, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I do respect that you're gonna speak your mind. Were you always like that? Like, as a child, was you like the 5-year-old said, "Mama, this food nasty. Why'd you cook it like this?" Were you always like very direct?
I never tried to be a person who ruffled the feathers, but I know, and you guys are not going to be able to disagree with this. If you tell the truth, you're going to ruffle feathers. If you tell the truth, you'll lose your job. If you tell the truth, people think you're a bad guy. The truth is the problem that people have in society. I like to see the reaction to the truth.
You see, and let me bring us back up. And, you know, we already caught the hot part of this video, right? But it's just, as he was talking, I'm just like, this shit applies, period, because like my channel, I got over 5,000 watch hours. I've been on for like, I had took like a couple months off making videos. I got a lot of videos at 1,000.
Got Hollywood on the stick.
Yeah. But I don't. I talk about stuff that's just the truth, and that's not that don't sell. The truth don't sell because the truth means you gotta go to work. The truth always means
Right.
you're not good enough, and you got work to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Right.
like he said, I just accept it. I ain't gonna take it personal. My time will come when it come. But it's when you build your shit on truth. When you build your shit on truth, like everybody have done compliance meetings. Like we've done the compliance meetings, we've done the safety meetings and shit. And when we done the procedure, you're supposed to do the procedure the exact way. And when you don't do it, and you have a habit of not doing it, it fucks up the shit long range.
See what you got to do.
When you build it right, you don't have to worry.
Right. And what you got to do, world class, for your content, you know what I'm saying? What you got to do is you got to be like, all right, y'all. All right, so we going to talk about how many salamis y'all suck today. Shit. Y'all come on in the classroom. So this how we going to start off the class. We going to bring up the word brown in the etymology, right? And we going to talk about it. Let's look at what the word brown really means. Okay, all right. This is what it really means. Okay, Shamika, go ahead and twerk for me right quick. Let me bring you up on the big screen. Go ahead and twerk for me right quick. Okay, guys, next word. We're gonna look up the color blue. you gotta mix the education in with the dumb shit, because that's the only way these niggas gonna pay attention.
Oh, 1 second. Wait.
Yeah. What up, Savannah? What's going on, chat?
All right, chill. High five. You all right?
What up, Dallas D?
Yeah.
What type of high five was that?
What up, Jenny? Face facts.
I jumped too high.
You jumped too high?
I was like,
I'll see. You want this? Your Nintendo Switch, or you go ahead? I'm kind of like live, son. A little bit. So could you make a decision? What you gonna do? Here, just take it. Okay, I love it. Be good. Yeah, dad stuff.
It's all good.
Let's rock. My bad. I'm fucking up.
Like something like, let's go over what I said today one day, and just tell me where I'm lying.
well, I think I disagree with the woman has to sleep with 10 men in order to make a good decision in life.
Right, but like I'm saying, like I can respect that, but do you have a man?
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Do you have
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, man.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
I just did what I do best. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself.
Nigga, she ain't like that shit. She ain't like that shit at all. She ain't like that shit at all. I just want to see that face.
Do you have a man?
We're not gonna talk about that. Man, when chicks getting the dick right, and she with the nigga she can control, they be happy. So
I disagree with the woman has to sleep with 10 men in order to make a good decision in life.
right, but like I'm saying, like I can respect that, but do you have a man?
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Do you have kids?
I don't have kids.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the traditional family that lives in the square house, drives a square car, and all like that. Entertainers, it's very hard for us to maintain that.
Yeah, I agree
So when
with
you
that.
see somebody who have it, I salute them because I don't know how you did it.
Right.
Welcome to Wow, an hour of power. Let's get it on.
We talk about that all the time. Like, where would we be if I didn't have to raise my 3 girls and had a wife? Would I have been out in LA?
Would the lifestyle be?
Yeah, we'd have a totally different lifestyle.
Yeah.
What's the path for Corey, man? What is it you're trying to get to in terms of your career? Like,
I've gotten there. There's
okay,
nothing
you
else
feel like
for
you
me to
reached what you
prove.
need.
Everything from here is butter, man. I moved to LA. I drove, and I really hope people hear this. I left Chicago on a revoked license. I left Chicago. I was bogus on the freeway. I didn't know how I would do it, but every time I've taken a chance on myself, it always turned out all right.
Yeah.
Every time. So people out there, if you're serious, Bet on yourself. Because sometimes when you in the position where you have to do good, you either gonna be out there in one of them tents sleeping under the freeway, or you finna rise up and do what you gotta do.
It is. That's a great way to end, man. Corey Holcomb hanging out with us in the studio. We want everybody.
Had to throw that little bit of that little
I ain't gonna lie, Noble. Like the first half or the first part of the interview, like that was funny. It was definitely a lot of material to pull out of that. But I seen this interview like once before, seen like parts of it, and I'm not gonna lie. When he said that was my favorite part of the interview, and that inspired me because like we go around every single day thinking that I think we set the bar way too high for ourselves, and we purposely make it to where we are never going to accomplish some of our main goals, and we act like we can't accomplish what we want to accomplish while we still living. Sometimes we act like we gotta be, it's gonna take us till we 75 to get to what we want to do, right when we about to retire and go play golf and all that. Like, so when he said that, like that actually inspired me to kind of just step my game up, because I'm like, you know what, like, if I got a chance to speak with Nipsey Hussle before anybody knew who he was, what else can I do before I get out of here?
Yeah. That part I couldn't even cut that. I couldn't even cut it out. I was recording that. It's like, damn, I let this go over a little too much. But as I was listening to him talk, it kind of speaks volume to the entire thing that we've been doing here. Is that sticking to the integrity aspect and standing on your square, believing in your talent and believing in the quality person you are, and just keep pushing. He's a perfect example of that. He's not really accepted in Hollywood, but a lot of Hollywood people, the biggest Hollywood people, believe in him and his talent, and that's what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? He back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he back, but Kevin Hart supports him. Eddie Murphy and all those guys like him, and that's just what it is, man. You gotta like what Mr. Palmer be saying. I'd rather have 100 killers than 1,000 soldiers and something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and it just is what it is, man. Respect is worth more than money.
Right.
And this is what the Bible was trying to say. A good name is worth more than gold.
Facts. And that also got me to realize, like, the changes, the stuff that I might accomplish, like most people might not know about. But it's still an accomplishment.
In addition to that, I would say we set goals and have expectations that are not in correspondence to us and our situation.
Right.
I wouldn't say too high of a goal, but I would say it takes a lot of, I didn't get it till I really processed what my mentor was teaching me. When I really went through my own process of success, he said, you got to think about what you're doing. You really don't add practicality and principles to the most simplest basic stuff that happens every day. It's like the value in the little things add up way more than those big things. Like a big thing, just like they say, big words is comprised of a lot of little words, and we don't pay attention to that. So, so the things that I'm looking into, man. So the things that I'm looking into, and that part of that interview has a lot to do with what we do in this space. Period. Just have faith in what we're doing here, what Palmer is doing, what a lot of guys are doing. In this space, and just keep it pushing. Stop worrying about what the trans people get. Stop worrying about what the gay people get. Stop worrying about what the divestors get. Stop worrying about what the white supremacists get, and just focus on our talent and move forward. And that's it.
Right.
That's pretty much, it's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It's just people got to work and people got to be disciplined. Got to get healthy. Got to get intelligence. Got to get growing intelligence. Got to continue to push, man. And that's just what it is. So I just had to bring that part in because that's what built me. Being around people that talk like that and accepting the hard work that comes with it. So this part, man, we getting into it, man.
Look at his face. He already looked like he on some shit. Look at him.
I honestly, I'm so eager to get to the part I really want to get to. So let's just get him and Cynthia. We're gonna get him and Cynthia G out the way, because it has to be brought up, because I've been waiting to see somebody say this to her. I just didn't think it would be him. And since it's him, it's probably set up. It's probably fake. Who knows? I don't care. Let's just go to work. So this is a video. I forgot who did it. I think the link is in the description. this live. If it's not, I'll put it there later. Because my bigger piece is at the end, and today I got time, cause I got time today, cause I'm about tired. So let's go.
A collaboration, but once again, some of us in the conversation are so filled with hatred for the opposite gender that we can never get around to talking about solutions. And in speaking of clips, Sister Tammy, there is one clip you might want to ask Sister Cynthia about, because it was sent to me by about 30 people several months ago, maybe even weeks, where she suggested that women, black women, should abort their black male fetuses, because after birth, they would not contribute to anything worthwhile in the black community. Could you ask her to clarify her comment? What?
Black person in
If we're going to have a conversation, let us be honest.
Yeah, I don't know who said that before, but that's definitely not the same guy. That's definitely not the same guy. That's a different, whole different guy. He was saying some good shit.
You sound like you, world class.
Hey man. Hey, I've been saying it for a while. I don't know now.
You're the only one not being honest, Umar. You're not being honest.
Find the clip.
All Cynthia G, white supremacy, does it exist in your world, and has it affected black men?
Absolutely, it exists, and black men have worked in tandem with white supremacy since they've come in contact with it.
I don't like her. I don't like this lady. Aside from the fact that she looked like a peeled piece of garlic in the face.
Yo, that makeup cake is crazy.
She looked like the girl version of Powder. Y'all remember the movie Powder? The nigga that was bald and shit.
She sounds like a character off Darkwing Duck. Expendable. Go ahead.
she sounds like she's trying to be Urkel. This lady I don't like her face. She's not ugly though. I can't say her face shape as well. But the stuff that she's saying is dumb. It's like it's intentionally antagonistic. And I mean, me personally, right? I can say that is true. Like when she say generally like that, as she's implying most, no. But there definitely has been niggas, and we know about the boule. These dudes have been working in tandem. It's niggas in this manosphere that's doing that shit.
Yeah.
Right now. So can't say that that's wrong, but what she's trying to imply and what she's suggesting is incorrect. And you can't get more than 2-3 sentences in with this dingbat without stopping, because it's just lie after lie after lie. Hold up, yeah, somebody just come through. We got G-Man in the building. What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? What's up, y'all? What's up, Long?
What's going on, G-Man?
What's up, man? I just been working. I just been listening to you guys when I get a chance, just catching up and on the up and up. But when I actually saw that one last night about Mr. Palmer and that man that's dressed up like a woman, I was so confused, because I'm trying to figure out, how does a man dress up like a woman have an opinion about men, and he refused to be a man? I ain't got nothing against the community. They do what you want to do as a grown man. But literally, I'm really getting tired of these motherfuckers speaking on us. How about just leave us the fuck alone and go about your business?
We getting into it today. We going there today. We going there. We gonna get the Cynthia G and Umar shit out the way. We're going the fuck there today.
And I was real about what I said about Cynthia G and the vapors, man. I'm really getting tired of her. Her existence is just becoming overwhelming now. It's like, we can't be left alone. You got a passport. You got to talk about us. We do this. You got to talk about us. If we put rum in our coat, you got to talk about us. Leave us the fuck alone. But that Willie Lynch shit is real. It actually worked. So when you have people like that, and it's like Umar should have went off. It's like, he can't keep caping. He gotta go ahead and say, listen, fuck y'all, leave us alone. But the women did admit that they really don't give a shit about the children. They really kind of said that.
Yeah.
Especially the one that's in the middle.
Actions speak louder than words.
Huh?
Actions speak louder than words.
Yes, that old chicken head say, well, we're not talking about the children. So she just proved to the fact that she's part of this Dixiecrat attitude, Obama, that actually want to child traffic children. It's like, wait a minute. So we don't love children anymore? Is that what we're doing now in the world?
When did we ever love them? When?
Yeah, well, I think world class. No, but you've been through the shit. I've have too. That once daddy came along, government daddy came along and gave him the fiat money. They said, fuck them kids, fuck you. I need a Birkin bag. I need this. I need that. This is why, and I hate to say that people like Dallas D, they gonna hate on her because they're part of supporting this structure of family. And government daddy tore it away. This is why you get a Cynthia G. I just can't understand why. I just can't say what I want to say because what I say would be like threatening, but it's like, yo, man, she is a threat to just goodness. She's a threat to just good thoughts.
Well,
she's
what we can do to throw her ass off is gonna happen right now. We're gonna bust her ass today.
Okay, I'm here to listen.
We're gonna bust our ass today. I'm tired of this shit. This shit's got my last damn nerve.
I'm with you too, man. I'm with you because she really said some negative shit about us black men and Noble. I think you know because you deep into the books. We're not black. My skin color is the color of coffee. So why do they continue to call us black?
Because she's a part of the white supremacy.
I think she's part of something worse. I think she's just an attribute to the Ku Klux Klan.
She's a part of the women. She's a part of the women, gays, and fellas. That's what she's a part of.
And this is why I say in the black community, we have very disingenuous, very dishonest discussions, especially when it's regarding black men, because we do have a black male worshiping culture. So what we
No, we don't. We actually don't. We don't have a worshiping culture at all because y'all don't even like religion. It's actually, if it's any type of religion, it's Satanism because y'all on do what you want to do, which is do what thou wilt, which is a satanic mantra. You do what you want to do. You don't do what you ordered to do or been organized to do or commissioned to do or indemnified to do. You don't do that. You act like you don't owe nobody nothing. So we don't have that. I don't know how you would ever get to that conclusion if you have a brain, but maybe that's you explaining and expressing that you don't have a brain. I don't like anything she says, but all the stuff that she says is fucking antagonizing, and it's just set up to build her brand, and it's a lot of bullshit brand building, and it's compromising the intelligence of any and everybody to listen to it. But we got Lou in the building. What's going on, Lou?
Going on with you, man? How are you?
Anything copacetic. Yeah, we getting into this today, Blue. I'm tired of the bullshit. I can't. I tell you, almost like I don't like this girl. I don't know why she like. I think Cynthia G can change. Maybe when she. I'm sorry, Kendra G can change. Maybe when she hit 50. This thing right here don't need to be said. I can't stand the way she. I hate her face.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead before I comment, obviously, but I just don't understand how they believe they have any weight in any community, let alone the black community. But that's neither here nor there.
De Sosa says, said the topic that day wasn't kids. That's all she said. Okay. I mean, we just heard her say that so-called black man was in tandem with white supremacy. She definitely said more than just it wasn't a topic. I mean, it wasn't about kids. She said way more than that. She's about to say some more shit. I'm gonna get through this because we got some more shit to get to. I'm tired of the bullshit. Ain't gonna sit there hold you.
do within that culture, and Umar Johnson is showing it today, is absolve black men from any accountability for what they've done. Number one, we wouldn't be in a system of white supremacy had it not been for black men. So if you
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay.
So let me just go ahead and start this because I can't. This shit irritates me. First of all, fuck the Willie Lynch letter. Let's just go ahead and throw that out. That shit's trash. All of that stuff that's written in there was happening in Grenada prior to 1492. The person that sent us here was a light-skinned chick with an ass and a body that looked kind of like her, named Queen Isabella. Okay, so we are in white supremacy because of her. All that shit existed in Grenada well before this century or the century before that or the century before that. There is nothing you can say to challenge anything that I'm saying. The mulattoes and the Moriscos undermined the Moors that were there to be able to get the crown. That's why you had those lighter skinned dudes that were up there, lighter skinned women that were up there, take the crown. April 1st, I think 1492, the Moors were allowed to come down to the docks to leave, and they were betrayed. That's where you get fucking April 1st, April Fool's Day from.
Yep.
So,
but you also got to remember though, Noble, we are from here too. So
I ain't getting to that yet. I got to deal with what she said. I'm just staying on topic with what she said.
Gotcha.
We are in this situation because of a female. I'm gonna go even further than that. When the Moors went into Europe in 1492 out of North Africa, most of these dudes were super dark, super dark, right? But they saved those Europeans, aka white people that were there at the time, from starvation, death, etc. Gave them running water, all of that, right? So they got all that going on. What happened was they were still slaves. So they would watch the Muslims and the Muslims and be able to be in royalty, be able to live at a high level, but they would still have children with these white chicks. These children, Moriscos or mulattoes at the time, they would get they were protected under the Khalifa, under Islam, but their moms weren't. So they would watch their moms be treated like shit, which goes against what the Quran told them. So as they grow up, they would also watch these Moorish women, chocolate women, big titties, big hips. These is back when white chicks had bodies like sisters, right? They look like them, like the gingers. So y'all asses antagonizing the women back in the day, way back in the day. I mean, 800, 900. Y'all did that shit forever ago. All of that bullshit, Willie Lynch shit. It's not even a real person. It's a pen name. All of that shit was happening well before any of this stuff even kicked. Before Christopher Columbus even left Spain, that's what was going on. All that, everything you've seen written in the Willie Lynch letter was already happening in Grenada. And it had already happened with the Arabs before then. But the lighter and darker. This shit has been going on forever.
India too.
So y'all have to study world history and start really understanding what's going on. This stuff, I don't like it because it's so ignorant. It's so ignorant and stupid. And they brought that system here. So you're a liar. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying stupid shit that don't make an inch of sense. It's fake. Goofy head ass bitch. All right, what was y'all saying?
Well, I was saying what you said, what you stated, man. They did it in India too. The Maree is the last place that they play in this game, and now they have nowhere else to go. People like Cynthia G must go. I mean, bottom line, man, there's no room. She's like a disease, a small disease that's now eating away at the core of civilization. And she's always saying, you like that? No,
yo,
it's true. I mean, dude, if I met her in person, she got to get out of my space because she's corrupting the air. I want to know now who is her mother. Her daughter should get a lawyer and divorce this bitch before she become corrupted. This is Clan 202. This is where the Klan would take a step back and say, damn, we ain't got shit on her.
That's it.
You like that one, Blue? It's true though.
Yeah, you're a comedian today, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, let me throw a little caveat in here too. Who was the chick back in the day when Abraham was still the father of all black nations? Let's not forget about that. Who was the chick that said, have a kid with a slave? Who was that chick? Who was the chick that mothered wars for all eternity that will never end until Jesus comes back, according to the Bible, whether you believe in it or not? Sarah, another chick that created division, another chick that is at fault for the death of millions of people. But that's neither here nor there.
The harlot, the Babylon harlot.
Wow.
The evidence of the Antichrist.
you want to go all the way back to history, then let's go back to history when black men were selling their own people into white supremacy. Let's go back into history when
they weren't. They were selling the people into each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the truth is. Transatlantic slave trade was us selling white people, particularly white women, because a slave is a Slav, S-L-A-V, Slavic, Slavonkian, Scandinavian. That's the shit they don't want to talk about. So slavery was a regular business. It was indentured servitude. What we got here wasn't slavery because we're not slaves. What we got here was dehumanization.
16 years off the plantation, black men were worried about a war being waged on them. They were worried about getting access to white women. That's what you were worried about. And it's interesting. There's a reason why I feel like Umar
saying shit, but ain't putting no proof behind nothing she says, and you can't find proof on any part of her channel to support any of that. Ku Klux Klan was going ham when we fucking got out, and the people that got hung the most and cut up the most was males.
Our focus mostly on me and Hope's attitudes, and it's because he can't accurately answer the question. He mentioned names, not accomplishments. And the reason being is because
I think he mentioned those names specifically because the accomplishments of those people.
So this is a little bit into the interview. We missed a little bit, but just the meat and potatoes. Her stupid comments was enough to start it because that's what she did.
Don't have to be explained.
Right, but those accomplishments are also accomplishments that I've heard Umar Johnson speak negatively about, specifically the civil rights movement and how damaging it was to black people. But now he wants to sit here and say the very people who accomplished that were accomplishing something beneficial when, in his own opinion, that wasn't beneficial and did more harm to the community than good. So I think that because we're having such a dishonest discussion where black men don't want to take accountability for what they've done. They want to be the victims of society, but then they want submission from the women. The bottom line is I'm not willing to deflect.
What this is weak females like her who are terrified. And it is people that got information on her other than what she said. I don't really care about her life. But she's terrified to be held accountable for what she done, so they do the narcissist shit where they attack you with what they're guilty of. You want to be the victim. Yeah, and because you live in a scarcity mentality, you live like Highlander. There can be only one. We both can't be victims because you got to make sure you get more shit. I got watched narcissistic tactics. The number one thing they do all the time. The number one telltale sign is lack of empathy. But they always accuse you of what they are actually doing in real life.
Right.
Abortions.
Right. Child deletions. You want to talk about victimhood, but you kill innocent children. Like, I don't understand that. How do you think you got credibility? Like, I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think you got credibility to talk about somebody else, but you promoting your women to kill innocent children that didn't do anything to anybody?
No, but let me tell you why. Because you said something, I had to move the truck, but there was something I just found out that was very hurtful, and it actually has a lot to do with the homie tribe and these women. These women enslaved over 450,000 people. So yeah, it's true that Africans did do it. So let's bring this up to date and let's look at this criminal gremlin G. Dog. Blue. If this woman, if that
Jesus Christ.
Gremlin G, that's what we're gonna call it.
That's a perfect name.
Okay. But listen to me, because this is real. This is real. That woman will decapitate Dallas D's head because Dallas D agrees with us and her whole crew. With me, you, Blue, and Tone, oh, bruh, we burning in the lake of fire that she would create. Let me just tell you, coming from my point of view from the 60s, that woman is a problem. And she's going to have to be dealt with. When you're talking about exterminating life before it even gets here, and the male kid, shit, dude, I wouldn't be shocked that she's part reptilian either.
Blue the flu.
They gotta do her like because that's how you know who channels be getting put down. That's how you know who's behind people channels getting put down. Because there's a lot of dudes that have problems, but we're not gonna go and report her page.
Nope.
Right.
Not at all.
We're not.
Not at all.
We're not. because we're not treacherous like that. We believe we believe in the stuff that we say that we believe in, like freedom of speech and shit. She got a right to say whatever she want to say, but she, the women, they can go and do it, report her page. Like it's threatening. It's threatening for her to stay out. Like Andrew Tate, all he fucking told people to do was to be lit, be a man, stop being a pussy, stop playing video games, get a Bugatti. I don't understand how that's evil.
And he talked about God.
Somebody said abortion isn't murder. See, this is the type of shit, Noble, that thank God my heart is weak right now. Thank God I can't have an uprise in my blood pressure, because this right here is the ignorant shit that has killed millions of black children, and no one is being held accountable for it. How can you argue that abortion is not murder? Jesus Christ.
This also. I'm gonna need you to hit the link and come up and explain that. I need you to come and hit the link and explain this. Here. I need you to hit the link and come up and explain it, because I'm trying to understand what you think abortion is. When something is alive and it's moving, and then something kills that thing that was alive and moving, before or after, before, during, or after it was in the womb, that's murder. That's what that is. Because there's no way you can get the consent. There's no way that can happen by accident. So that's what murder is. So I'm gonna need you to. I would love for you to come up and explain that. Whatever level of physics you're dealing with that, because that's not real. This is not real information right here. We got to stop with that. That doesn't even make any sense at all.
They think it isn't murder because it's legal. Well, go out to the rest of the world and try to get an abortion.
Yeah. I wonder how many abortions. I wonder how many abortions she's had.
Ooh. Shit. Unless let's say child deletions.
Right. Yeah. I wouldn't call her out like that, but to say that it isn't murder, it's very, very ignorant. It has been proven biologically and or otherwise that the fetus is a separate entity. Therefore, if that entity is not given consent in order to be removed from the from this universe, then yeah, I don't know what other word we can use to describe the process of abortion other than murder.
Yo, man, I want y'all to hear the conversation you guys are having. We all sound so humane, but the media always dogs us out like we're animals, we're this and that. And you all are speaking from a spiritual realm, which spirit just means breathe. Cynthia, aka the Gremlin G, is not human. There's no way she can be human, and she's not understanding that the United Snakes of America government, aka Dixiecrat, aka Democratic Party, printed billions of dollars to put into the dysfunction of the colored, dusty, toned African American. You can call us what you want to, but they put a lot of money into our dysfunction, brothers. That has got to be one of the biggest lawsuits. That what was O.J. Simpson's lawyer name? What was that dude's name? That brother?
Cochran.
Yeah, dude, that's what he was working. He was just not working on reparation. What he was working on was that lawsuit. That's why they got rid of Malcolm X, and that's why they got rid of Khalif, the Black Stallion. But see, still these dudes who are in that world, they looking down at you, brothers, and me, and saying, "Well, damn. I didn't think these brothers was gonna stand up."
That's my bad, Jenny. My bad.
Umar actually should have went, man. The brother should have went off. I'm tired of him playing this lovable shit like I love Cynthia G, I love you. No, I can actually admit, and I hope she hears, I don't know you. I don't like your ass. Period. You don't like us. We get it. But I just wish, again, leave us the fuck alone. And that's a problem. Because if they left us alone, we would build. And that's the problem. Even getting a passport in the year of 2022 is a fucking problem. I guess me taking a shit and taking a shower, cleaning myself, that's going to be a problem too. The world is getting crazy, y'all. It's getting crazy, man. It really is.
The Sosa says, where's all the love for children? Foster care is full of kids, unwanted children. Unwanted children have a miserable life.
Moving the goalpost once again.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Let's stay right there.
Yep.
That's the goalpost. Let me get the close up so you can see my face. How do you know that they unwanted? Here's another question. What percentage of those children are there because the mom kept the dad from the child?
And would have shots fired.
And would have preferred their child go to foster care than give up custody. Maybe they're in foster care because, like Corey Holcomb said, their opinion was more important to them than getting along with the person that gave them the baby in the first place. Around the country, I gotta keep saying this because it seems that this space doesn't understand that. Around the country, all men of all races who fight for custody and go to court like y'all tell everybody to do, has custody of their child at a rate of 17.5%. Yeah, mute up, G-Man. I hear the trucks in the back.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you good. They have all men of all races, all nationalities in the United States have custody at a rate of 17.5%. These are the men, those of us that fought. 17.5. And the dudes that have it, white, Hispanic, black, etc. The dudes that have it is because the mom was a completely treacherous piece of shit person. Damn near had to kill the child, or the dad started the child alienation first. So statements like this is it's why I thank Mr. Palmer, because bringing that information and equipping an average brother with that kill a lot of these conversations, man. But I don't. We're gonna be on this from, this is my topic when we get to this, but we're gonna get to that in a second. We got a bigger fish to fry. We're gonna chop through what Cynthia G says, but it's the thing at the end that we're gonna deal with one thing at a time right now. We're gonna get to the real problem because I got some other clips behind this. Cynthia Gremlin G, my fault.
From the fact that number one, black men are the greatest non-white contributors to white supremacy. Let's just be real.
Y'all, black females have murdered 24,114,000 children in the 60 years. Y'all have killed more of our people than the white supremacy. You kill more in 60 years, and I'm giving you 60 years when really is literally just from 1973. You kill more in at that time frame in your cemetery womb than all of so-called white supremacy over 200 years. So that's a lie, lady.
White supremacy couldn't even exist without black men's compliance. They're always uplifting whiteness, biracial children, and trying to assimilate. And that's why when
Every sentence she says is insane.
Bitch, don't you realize you biracial? If that ain't self-hate, bro, what is? You can't make this shit up. I'm gonna try to get through. I don't like stupid comments and stupid statements, but that's what she is. She's a stupid person. Her Nathan Daly shit.
Back to the notion of the only time black men truly feel like there's a war against them is when they feel like they're being punished for something white men do. At the end of the day, y'all dropped the ball.
Well, let's just say that's true, right? Let's chew on this a little bit. Let's just say that's true. That's how I trash people in debates. I give you everything you're saying. And then the question I'm going to bring is, and the perspective I'm going to bring is going to devastate it. Why wouldn't we, if they sit, we got to go through compliance meetings, we have to go through training, we have to do the Pledge of Allegiance, we got to go through this system where this system is constantly telling us that we're all equal. we're all equal. So if we're all equal, and this is what you told me, so I won't flip on you or steal your stuff while I'm working at Walmart. If that's what you told me, and I see you do it, why wouldn't I want you to go down like I went down? What's wrong with that? I don't understand it. Even if we talking crime shit, why the fuck wouldn't I? What's y'all take on that?
I think it's facts. Bitch, we both stole, so we going down together. Shit, the same way. I get 5 years, you get 5 years. Yeah, we both stole that ham, bitch. We both stole that ham. I want you to get the same time I get, goddammit.
Facts. Well, you think you got a point, but you don't?
Equal rights. They don't want equal rights. They just be talking like they want it.
They just don't want us to get more stuff than them. Go ahead, Lou. My bad.
The funny thing about what she's saying is that if you watch a documentary about how chimpanzees work, right? Let's take it back to the chimpanzees. The female chimpanzees, although they love their male chimpanzees that they were originally with, whoever loses gets left behind. Are you kidding me? So you're telling black men to fight against quote unquote white supremacy, to go out and die for you, and then whoever dies or whoever gets injured in battle is going to get left by the same females that told the males to go out and fight. Interesting. You're not willing to stay single. You're not willing to hold people down, or stay widowed, I should say. You're not willing to stay widowed and hold the family name down. You're willing to move on and betray your own people, but yet tell your men to go to the slaughter. You know what, Cynthia G? Yo.
Talk to her. She tagged in this. So talk
she should go down to Brazil and speak like this. She should go to Africa and speak like this. She should go to Central Asia and speak like this. Because sitting in her fucking $4,000 California apartment, talking on the internet, telling black men to go to the slaughter so she can get her equity HR job making $250K a year protected by the corporation is fucking hilarious to me. What are we talking about here?
We ain't talking, she talking.
Facts. She talking fucking top.
You're blaming white supremacy on your failures. We already know there's oppression, but black women are double oppressed. We have more barriers to face. You have male privilege.
Woo!
Hey, yo. Woo! You double oppressed.
More like double equity.
You double oppressed. If y'all double oppressed, then wouldn't it be like quadruple oppressed for the children? Y'all kill 649 children a day. That's 27 children an hour. Y'all divest is one about being killed once every 5.5 hours. Even if you just take the 5 hours, what is that? 100. Jesus Christ.
They can't help themselves. They make anthems about it. What FNN free, self deletion on my mind. You know what I'm saying? They can't help themselves.
They double oppressed. Y'all spend 73 cents out of every dollar within the first 6 to 24 hours and give it to anybody but us. You give a rate of return of 73% a day to anybody but us. And the fact that you can do that is evidence that you have zero oppression. You don't have any because you suck fucking value from any and everybody in our community and give it to white people.
I'm just letting y'all know I'm over here laughing my ass off. I'm loving this. This shit is like McDonald's. I'm loving it. Go in, keep going in, y'all.
Yo, so when you see these fucking these companies investing in black females' education, they investing in her education because they're gonna get that money back today. They're gonna get it back today.
The Sosa, come up here and defend your Gremlin G. Come on up here. Come up here. We waiting, the Sosa.
Bro, I work with chicks that walk their dogs 5 times a day. Like, if that's not equity, I don't know what the fuck. Because if I step away from my laptop, the people who matter, the people who actually get shit done, they get calls. Hey, Lou, I haven't seen you move your mouse in 30 seconds. What are you doing? But yet the chicks can go out, walk their dogs, go to the gym midday because I work from home. I have equity. I'm a female, blah, 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 blah. But yet I'm oppressed.
Listen. She said black men are envious of the status and power white men have in this world. Nobody listen. No, we don't give a fuck about that shit. We want you to stop selling us out. We'd actually
is.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, World
Nobody cares about what white people got. But you keep talking to us about what he got going on. You keep.
She is oppressed though. She's oppressed by her own redundant recognizance. I
don't know what those words mean, but that sounded very nice.
I mean, that's why I'm just watching. Like, okay, all right.
I don't know what people. Listen. We have been on level playing field with these white dudes for forever, and they're a joke. They're a joke. Like on level playing field, they're not even a competition. The Africans are barely competition for us. I keep shit a stack, barely.
My brother.
I'm keep shit a stack. Like on level playing field, y'all joke, and we don't care. The only time they get anything is on what they've already built. Yeah, you gotta breathe because this is frustrating. We're gonna try to painfully get through this. Let's just get to some of these comments. Let's look at some of these comments. This girl's mind is blowing my fucking mind, bro. Gosh, I can't take it. She said Cynthia G. The Sosa said Cynthia G is the perfect person to fight against misogyny. What? There's a war against women's rights.
Jesus fucking yo.
Wait. When has there ever been a war against women's rights when the government backed them and supported them in their bullshit? Okay, I'm going back to quiet mode. I just want to know.
Oh, I just wanted to read it fast.
It has never been easier to reach the higher levels of society. When nowadays, if you're black and you're a female and you're overweight, you get manager positions.
What's that? I think California. I think you're talking about Cynthia G.
She has to live in California. That's the only place where they allow this shit.
Dallas D says, if self-deletion isn't murder, how does states have fetus protection laws? Ain't that something? Thank you, Dallas.
Bring in the religious police. I think is the only way to fix this, Noble, is bring in the religious police.
People can't be who they are if religion come back. Yeah, Supreme said if abortions is not, if self-deletions is not murder, then what do you call it? Money Mars says another clueless this child deleter. Savannah said her blood pressure. Get your blood pressure down, sweetie. Don't even. You said you pro-choice? You pro-choice? That's just words because you don't care about the child choosing. You don't care about the dad choosing. So you're not pro-choice. What's 1 out of 3? Is that passing? Isn't that 33%? What's the other 66.66%? Yeah. She said, get some D discipline. Again, I had said that already. Every time they bring discipline up in this spaces, the word dick got to be in front of it. There will be less child deletions. Very easy fix. Or get a vasectomy. It's crazy how we got to fix stuff, but y'all can't stop being whores.
But wait a second, Noble. Aren't most men from 18 to 33 virgins?
Yeah.
Meaning, aren't the women picking and or allowing such men into them?
53% of these Jews are not even having sex. They don't even have children.
Right. So how are we the problem when men are not even having sex like that?
And I'm gonna get in another live on what feminism really is and where it really comes from, who's the real fault. Dallas D says the failures of foster care doesn't have anything to do with child deletions not being classified as murder.
Facts.
Supreme 10 says men getting their lives together is a problem. African American men traveling is a problem. Doing for himself is a problem. Yeah, you were just talking about that, G-Man. And same time we went through that. Yeah, hit the stream, love. Hit the stream, y'all, love. I don't know if you go on panels or not.
I mean, the Sosa. I mean, damn, she sounds like she trying to get a dog and die alone. God damn, damn.
Face facts with the
only in America, bro. Only in America and in the UK, these chicks can talk like this.
Yeah, it's his first woman problems. Like, what's her name? She said
first world problems. And I wonder what will happen. And I've spoken about this before. When the United States of America loses its economic status, and these hoes have to move down south. Let's see what happens when you have to move to Mexico, when you have to move to Brazil, Colombia, and or otherwise, where the church rules society, where they have a very upstanding, you know, they have a lot of power and culture. Let's see what you're gonna do there.
No, they think the white chick gonna let them move in.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said exactly. They blame everyone and anything. Here we go. Victim Olympics, no accountability. We got
when she says they, I mean, is she talking about the Gremlin G's of the world? I mean,
she got.
Are you on some non-binary stuff? They them? Like, I mean,
Lady Navoa says you eliminating a human being in the making, right?
Yeah. I you know, I've personally dealt with one deletion by a black woman, and this shit just it hits close to home because there was nothing that I could have done. And the funny thing is, Noble, see, I dated this chick, and I was, you know, preparing her to be my wife. You know what she did, Noble? She cheated with another man, and then you know what she did after that? She deleted the child.
Jesus Christ.
That happened to me personally.
She saved you, bro.
So definitely, right? But not only was I raised by a black woman who was my stepmother down in Brazil, but my biological mother is also black. And then I get betrayed by a black woman who had no reason to betray me other than based on how she felt, because I gave her everything that these chicks say they want. Right. She didn't have to work. I paid all of the bills. All she had to do is take care of the house, hold me down, and let's move forward. But no, I got bored, so I cheated. And then when I cheated, I was going to have a child with someone else other than you. And then I didn't take accountability for that. I didn't go to the man that I cheated with and stay with him, which is what I told her to do. I said, do not get a deletion. Go to that man, raise this child, build a family at least. Nah, I'm not going to take responsibility. I'm going to delete this child. So I'm not going to do shit. I'm not going to be a wife to you. I'm not going to be a wife to the dude I cheated with. I'm just going to be a hoe.
Yep. That's pretty much it. They want quick fix, instant gratification.
So y'all want to continue to be hoes? It's all good. But don't blame it on us. Don't blame it on the 21-year-old me who was already nearing 100K, was doing everything he was supposed to do, but yet it was not enough for any chick. Don't blame it on us, because men are doing the right thing. You hoes, you trifling thoughts are doing it wrong.
Escapism, man. I appreciate it. I've been telling I've been telling y'all all these chicks are feminists. I'm happy when somebody just admits it and comes out. You pick what type of feminist. You either a feminist that you made up in your mind, the organic feminist, where you want women to have legal options to get out of certain situations, or you're a modern one. Either way, they're gonna be a feminist, and I'm just happy when they come out and they say it. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Bryan says, "Bring back Sodom, witch trials." Sodom witch trials with the modern women.
Oh, man.
Dallas D said she referring to the rights men have had the rights to abandon parental responsibilities. We don't have that.
Roe v. Wade versus all.
Lady in the Boss says, but why the Sosa? What is that going to do for a feminist? But keep the rah-rah of today going the way it is and not trying to change what is needed. You can't do that if you are a feminist, right? She says President Liu is not just here in the United States and USA. I heard them say they like that over. They like that all over. Remember, they watch TV. GGM. What's GGM?
I have no idea.
By the way, President Liu, glad to hear you sounding kingish on the planet on the panel. That's what's up. She said, "Freeze the first
Man.
missus."
I'm trying
Yes.
before my heart gives out. I gotta tell these hoes that they're wrong.
Preach, brother.
I'll die on this hill. I don't give a fuck what you're all talking about, because I live this shit.
Savannah says, "The source I beg to differ. Being pro murder isn't having an opinion. The sex bots that come in here contribute just as much."
Not the sex bots.
Passport. That's all I can say. Passport.
Her clapbacks. Her clapbacks is legendary,
the
bro.
sex robots are coming from South Korea, so.
Woo!
Hey, they do contribute. They contribute more to any panel than the Sosa does. I'm sorry.
Shit. Dallas D says FNF girls. Well, FNF all summer. They want help with school clothes come fall. Now call 1-800-SAVE-A-HO. Save a 304. Yeah,
Hey, that sound like a song. I might write a song. Anyway, I'm sorry.
She says, Savannah says, opinion equals, I think pink is better than red. Supporting taking the life of a child is not an opinion, it's murder facts. Yeah, we had to get into these comments a little bit. I don't even want to get too behind. Because we definitely want to see y'all comments. Want to put it up in the stream so people can see it. If they only, they only just stop it, on a replay or whatever. But yeah, man, we got to get into this. It's difficult watching her talk and listening to her talk because she's extremely incompetent. She really seems like she got mental issues. What's crazy is she's supposed to be some type of psychologist, but recently we seen how, or therapist, we seen that one girl that was tripping. And I guess it's obvious that they just give these degrees out to anybody. Because these chicks that are men haters that want to get in the position where men are giving up private information to use it against them. That's what it seemed like to me when you got a girl like her and that other chick, and it's I love the internet. Put it like that. It's explosive.
The patriarchal system, and you can't even get it right.
Well, Dr. Umar, I think we all know your stance on interracial marriages.
Absolutely, but let me also
so please acknowledge what the rest of what Cynthia G has said.
Absolutely, I'm not sure where Sister Cynthia took history class.
She did.
The weird thing about the transatlantic slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade was a European enterprise.
I'm talking about the sub-Saharan. I'm talking about the sub-Saharan slave trade. You should go look into it.
This is what I deal with all the time, bro. So y'all can just see it's not unique to me. When they know the person that is speaking is known to be intelligent, they hate when we talk. They gotta start talking when we just like they do all the antagonistic shit out. It didn't work. You're not gonna get me to get off my square. You're not gonna get me to break decorum. Because you thought it was going to hit. It didn't hit. It's just wrong shit. So you start like that. Like I usually start with a punchline. Something I know is going to hurt their little feelings. And they have to start talking. And I'm tired of y'all doing it, but I got something for your ass. I got something for y'all ass.
Excuse me.
Keep on doing
Well,
it.
you address me. Go look into the sub-Saharan slave trade where black men are trading their women and children for alcohol and tobacco.
Monologue. May I finish?
Go ahead, Dr. Umar.
The transatlantic slave trade was a European enterprise. It was not an African enterprise, although there were some chiefs who participated in it. By no means did they control the direction and extension of the transatlantic slave trade. So that's number one. Number two, black men resisted enslavement, not only on the shores of Africa, but right here in America. We celebrate Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey, Gabriel Prosser. There's literally hundreds of documented attempts by African men to liberate not only themselves, but their women and their children. So to act like we just sat there and were complicit in our own oppression is absolutely ridiculous. The other point I want to clarify for your information, Cynthia G, you've never, ever heard me condemn the civil rights movement. The good Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is a hero of mine. And despite me being a Pan-African nationalist, I take issue with other black nationalists who do want to dismiss Dr. King's accomplishment. The civil rights movement was necessary because it removed a psychological scar that suggested of racial inferiority. So you've never heard me deride the civil rights movement. I support it, although I took certain issues with it. The bottom line is, when black women, black girls, black boys listen to this conversation we're having today, they're going to be confused because they hear two brothers speaking of a greater context of the problems that affect black men, and you hear two intelligent, beautiful black women who want to keep scapegoating black men while ignoring the historical and contemporary systemic challenges that are constantly placed in our way. I'm going to say this and be quiet, Sister Tammy. I got to give you this. There was a recent piece of research, Tammy, that came out, and the research said a black man with a master's degree, they did a study. They had white males who had come out of prison apply for jobs. They had black men with master's degrees, Sister Tammy, apply for the jobs. And guess what? The white males with prison history and no education were called back more than 75% of the time than black men with no prison history and a master's degree.
I'm aware of that. I am aware of that survey.
Women want to do to liberate themselves of the community. They can't do it without the men. It is not a competition. It should be a collaboration. But once again, some of us in the conversation are so filled with hatred for the opposite gender that we can never get around to talking about solutions. And in speaking of clips, Sister Tammy, there is one clip you might want to ask Sister Cynthia about, because it was sent to me by about 30 people several months ago, maybe even weeks, where she suggested that women, black women, should abort their black male fetuses because after birth they would not contribute to anything worthwhile. Could you ask her to clarify her comments?
I would love to. Well, I would love to too, but we don't have time. Well, if
Whoa! What?
anyone really wants to know about why selective breeding.
Oh, hold on. I want y'all to look at the thing at the top left.
Sister Tammy, there is one clip you might want to ask Sister Cynthia about because it was sent to me by about. You asked her to clarify her comments.
I would love to.
Women,
well, I would.
Look at the thing at the top left.
Look at the facial expression on the left, bro.
Look at it.
We'd love to too, but we
Look at
don't
her
have
face.
time. Well,
That shit don't look like a cartoon character. That thing looks.
Man.
Listen, we that thing is next. It's
Even
tagged.
though it's a
eyes was
well, let me
bulging.
just call her a her just for the sake of conversation, but her face on the top left was hilarious. Even she was like, that's too much. That's
They wasn't ready for the clapback. They wasn't ready for the clapback. Since this is what we doing, since we play games.
If anyone really wants to know about why selective breeding will be the best thing for
Which would mean that you're just a breeder, not a mom.
our community, then they can come to my channel where I explain that, as I also talk about the dynamic between black men and black women.
You already explained that. Why would they need to come to your channel? Influence.
And black women's need to have standards, expectations, and boundaries.
Oh, standards. 80% of y'all overweight.
Yep.
So now there's standards now? Oh my gosh. Isn't that something? That's amazing now. All of a sudden you're going to start killing children and have standards. That's interesting.
Hey, Noble.
Huh?
I was going to say, even in Canada, just don't look at this as a color thing. I want you to look at this as an enormous thing. 90% of the women in the Americas, which is Canada and the United States, are fat. And I'm not talking about no PHAT. I'm talking about FAT. Yeah, and Blue, you know what gets me? Asian women are small frame women till they get to the Americas. They also look now like sumo wrestlers. What's in the food, y'all? The same people who are backing these bitches, especially the one who threw a deflection to save the Gremlin G's ass, because she saved it. They're on the payroll, and this is not white supremacy. See, them people who are down with this, they call it white supremacy, are those 5% or 1% people who own this planet. They're backing this, man. They're supporting this. Remember that one woman in the middle, that's the same woman that told Ice Cube, no, we're not black women. We need another agenda.
Oh, I ain't never known that before.
Yeah, I think that's that same woman. Not to mention, I still feel some kind of way about ICE. It's just, to me, they play 5G chess. They just don't put shit out there. They play chess to get reaction.
Well, they said that they were not included in the contract because it didn't specifically say black women. And then ICE's response was, well, are you not black? Because this is framed in generality for black people.
Right, right.
That was interesting because, again, they want equity, right? They want to be first-class citizens. They want to be above everybody else. So, but take no responsibility for their actions. So it's interesting. Yeah, they don't make them like my stepmoms anymore. It's sad, bro. It's over.
Quick fix, instant gratification, something for nothing guarantees. That's their modus operandi.
Now, but you guys, we are lucky. So imagine this, Zone, and I know you're going to like this one. Imagine if that woman was your mother. Exactly. See, I'm lucky. I got a grandmother, saved me, and I'm just realizing in my older age that even my mother was color struck because she's light-skinned, which goes back to a mulatto war, which now I'm understanding about the Iroquois war and the Black Moors and the Phoenix Moors. This rabbit hole is so deep that only a few could go in and come out normal. Noble, you said that Cynthia G has a mental problem. No, man, that bitch is just whack and crazy. Don't give her that. She's just a hateful ass woman who don't like herself. That's it.
Money Ma says, wow, she exposed herself as a blatant eugenicist. So she clearly has the mind of a white supremacist mindset. Facts. She date narcissists like her, claim that you're doing something that she's doing because they want to see what happens when somebody does it because they so attached to that, whatever that shit is that they do. And that's what's going on. Behind the scenes, she on her bullshit. Meanwhile, she used to be with somebody. She used to be with a nigga that sold Tariq Nasheed videos. That shit was crazy when I heard that. Dallas D says selective breeding has nothing to do with deletion. Facts. The selection process comes pre-pregnancy. That's a complete and absolute fact. Savannah says 40-inch waistline. LA says this was ridiculous listening to the Shem talk like he's a woman, and we didn't get to it yet, but yeah, talk like he's a woman and talk bad about men. That's bro, it's coming next.
Yeah,
talk
it's
bad
the
about
most
men.
contradicting shit I've ever heard. And I thought she was a she. I really did because it looks perfect, to be honest.
It look like they be looking and talk bad about men. Not stepping up, but this Shem wouldn't step up being what it is. Well, look at this. It's just like, you know what this is like?
No, she's not.
you know what this is like? This is like when you in this space and you have these chicks that you're talking to and they don't want to listen to nothing you're saying because they think a man, their response to everything is that a man will accept or will marry you. You always got like Palmer said, you always got they always got a fallback name.
Are you wearing clothes, the Sosa? Because if not, we're not listening to you. We only listen to women with clothes. Well, some. It's some we listen to with clothes on. We got our favorites, okay? But you got to take your clothes off if you want me to listen to you, because I ain't taking you seriously at all. Take your clothes off and send me a DM, and then we can have a conversation. Other than that,
Savannah says being fat is a choice. I don't care how the food is in America. Portion control, caloric deficient, and exercise.
Deficit.
I'm sorry. And exercise. There's no excuse. Oh my God. Yeah, man. I just we about to get to that part, but this dingbat. this thing here blows my mind, bro.
When dealing, especially with black men, but any man in general, and open up your options too. Put you first. Stop thinking about black men.
There we go.
Okay. And I'm gonna be thinking about my black man, Cynthia, because homie is all of that and then some. So I'm thinking right now. Matter of fact, this show is over because I'm about to go think up on something. I can't enjoy you right now.
What? Yeah. Okay. So then it goes into the chorus shit. So right, so we done with this. All right, we done with this. We just completely get rid of that. Let's kind of show y'all what we about to get into next. We'll just show you. But really, yeah. So we're gonna get into that next.
Oh gosh.
Before we do that, there's a couple videos that I haven't been able to play until this moment, and I just gotta get it out because I can't take it no more. You good, bro? Don't worry. No, we going in today. Today I got time, cuz. So just in the spirit of the soul, so let me just have your thing up. Let me see. She is a woman. This is kind of similar. This video I'm about to show is kind of similar to that. I'm glad you put this up. You can't make this shit up. It's like psychology and neurology is interesting when they put together on how the brain works. You find some consistencies, and let's just watch this and enjoy it.
Crazy world. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy.
So your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people like this?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're
they're
told
allowed
that
to
they're
question.
opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot
I
just in this
know,
exchange.
absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yep.
Extraordinary. Start saying that shit. What is that? What y'all think about that? There's just the arrogance that she's, with her head wrap shit, whatever the fuck she got going on, because the fucking edges seem to be on vacation. Just with that video, just to see her be that arrogant, and I guess that's a town hall meeting or something like that, or Congress or whatever the fuck she got, and I would say like her city hall, along with this statement that this is what's giving these, whatever you want to call them, trans T's, let's just call them T's, the confidence to do what they're doing when you have foolishness like this. Like, do you believe? It's not a belief. A male dog can't give birth.
Misogyny.
It's like, what are we, this level of delusion? Like, because, like, again, I'm a consecrated and appointed missionary in More Son Central America. I have an actual religious title. And I'll keep saying this over and over again. I don't give a fuck about any of y'all shit. Your shit, I will crush any and everything that y'all bring up intellectually. But however, I have a religious right that your consumer rights as a trans whatever cannot infringe upon. As a Muslim, bigging up Allah. Allah made man and woman. A man can't be a woman. You don't have a right to get me to violate my religion for your comfort and your consumer experience.
Facts.
That is a violation of my religion to accept this sentence that we see on TV, or to accept the sentence that this chick said in this video. You have no right. You don't even have a right to offer it or to bring it to somebody that has a religious title or have a religion, period. You don't have a right to even propose it to us. That's why when you don't see me running around talking about no money, I stand on my religion, because if we go to court, I am going to listen.
Decimate.
YouTube is going to be broke. I will perpetually take money from them. I stand on religion. It's the only thing that protects you. So much so that, again, I keep saying it's the only thing to protect y'all from that jab was the religious exemption.
Facts.
This statement that the Sosa has up here is insulting. It's anti-Semitic. I could claim because I know how to. It's anti everything. The statement that this girl is making is anti everything because they can't make people. So I don't come from your world. I don't come out of a man's ass or a man's body. So I don't come from that. It's disrespectful. It's hyper disrespectful. It's mindset.
It's anti-common sense, man. It's anti-common sense. That was brutal to listen to, and I got kicked out of the show because I think that was Tone said he did not recognize that was a woman. He thought that was a woman, and I kind of was in a shock when he said that. Like, wait, what?
No, I don't even like look for like these. You see what I'm saying? Especially because in Brazil, like, yo, this is not normal to us, bro. We don't walk around having to detect who's a man or who's a woman, bro. Like, it doesn't happen. So to me, that was a woman, like, for real. And when I heard it wasn't, I was fairly surprised. So
yeah, it was a man. And in other words, feminism. There was something Noble you said earlier. Feminism has made its way here. It has done damage in India. It has done a tremendous damage in Sweden, to where even the women don't want the Thai women, the Sweden men, to marry the Thai women, because the Sweden men know that I'd rather have peace at the end of the day. This is all about depopulation, not to mention that alphabet soup community wants to have their way with children. Yes, I said it on the World Class show. Don't get mad at World Class. Yes.
You know what? On that note, we're going to play the next video. You walk us right into it. This segue. Perfect segue.
All right.
G.
All right.
Watch this.
So here it is, the most unpopular opinion I'll ever do. I hope you guys duet and stitch and save or whatever you need to do to this, because it's going to get down fast. If I would have understood when I was younger that fighting for my rights as a lesbian would mean allowing children to drag shows, attaching child molesters to our community, and allowing children to change their sex before they even know what their favorite color is. I would have never done it. Never.
Well, it's a bit too late for a lot of kids, but thank you for your honesty and God bless you.
So yeah, that was a perfect segue, G man. You took us straight into it because
Wow. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Definitely. That was a good alley up on your part. That's just being on the same page and being on integrity, man. And that's the number one weapon we see. It's the intent of this creature, of this T, I guess.
Yeah, it's
to sit on a panel and pretend that it's something that it isn't. If they want to do that to men, what do you think they want to do to children?
Ooh.
If a man can't tell, what do you think a child is going through? They exist solely to manipulate children, and that's why you will have a dissocial. You'll have the other chick say validated because they want people to validate them, so they'll accept anything just for validation. I want to be supported, so I'll support everything.
And I'm not. And Noble, there was a older white cat, and he put it on TikTok, and it's about 15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds long. And there's a storm coming. See, this is a front. This is why I don't like Cynthia G, because there's another issue behind this. And I'm sorry for calling the Cynthia G. I mean the Gremlin G. The guy said it. The storm is coming. They want not only their rights to children, but Blue, check this out.
This is Lou.
They want
Lou.
their.
His name is Lou.
Okay,
Lou.
They want their rights to animals also. Okay, so and try to smoke that thought. So you not only want rights to children, but you want your rights to animals. So we're going back to some Sodom and Gomorrah shit, which they didn't educate us very well. But you know, and I know I'm gonna get off because I want to be able to listen, because I know I'm getting angry because at one time, Noble, I was by myself in this. I refused to get on the internet. According to one of my friends, he said, because he said, them people come and knock at your door. UG, they come. Other people, let the young generation have it. This is their world. This is why I support you guys. This is why Canada blocks me from even donating now. They like, nah, nigga, we don't even want you sending.
Yeah, Canada is.
Yes, bro. In
Canada's a
Canada,
trip.
past that. Oh, you think United States gangsters? No, y'all. These motherfuckers put the G in the shit. This is where that certain person who just passed away used to come here for her playground and just take children from the school, and you never saw them again.
Yeah, it was her
Understand?
dominion.
This is yes. So you know it's real. I just have a different. Check out what I'm about to say. Shaka Zulu way of wanting to handle things, because you could talk about it all day. You could actually PRAY about it all day. But since I've been living for 65 years, maybe conscious at 6, they've been PREYING all day long, 24 hours a day. And I ain't gonna even talk about what's in the chicken sandwiches at Popeyes. Let's just say y'all shouldn't be going by there no more, buying that shit. This abortion shit, everything is linked. Everything is connected. It is some of the most far-fetched shit that you want to hear. This is why they was happy when George Carlin died. George Carlin was probably one of the realest Caucasian dudes I knew that came out of the Richard Pryor camp, because Richard Pryor wasn't no joke. Richard Pryor used to throw facts, but people laughed at that shit. All day long, us as 666 melanated men, not women. Women been used as a tool. This is why you don't call them bitches. You call them something worse. You are nothing but a tool. That's the worst thing you can call them. Tools. And you hand your children up for this shit here? You did? That's why they attacked Malachi York. That's why they attacked Wesley Snipes. They don't want men to know hand-to-hand combat. They don't want that. But this is the day of a reckoning where we finding out who we are. But they are pushing this alphabet agenda, and it's coming like Lawrence Taylor used to sack quarterbacks.
It's all good because this is what's gonna happen at the end of this. If American culture doesn't listen, America will fall just like Rome fell. And then we are going to go back to our countries of origin and close the borders.
I'm going with you then, bro. I'm going with you. I'm just letting you know.
We're going to go back to our countries of origin. We will go back to Brazil, we will go back to Colombia, we will go back to our African countries, and when all these animals want to go down to our borders and do the shit, we're gonna close it and let them die out.
I'm going with you, man. I'm just letting you know, because I'm from America. I can't.
Or the only way to save America at this point, in my opinion, we should all back the Nation of Islam and bring in the religious police.
You know they don't like that, because I found out in my old age that the United States, Maree, was built on the philosophy of Islam, not Christianity.
But yeah, I don't even like Christianity at this point anymore. Although I used to preach, I was goddamn near. I had a title and everything, right? The reason why I don't back Christianity anymore is because Christianity is actually at fault for a lot of this due to the fact that they don't stand anything anymore. Christianity is now built on a house of sand, and it can be blown away as soon as the wind comes. But the Nation of Islam does not do that. So I am now removing myself from the Christian community, and I now back the Nation of Islam. Facts.
Hey, Noble, thank you for letting me up here. I'm just letting you know they're going to flag this because you're talking too much real shit. I'm just telling you right now. They're going to flag it because logic and common sense is not logical anymore. You know, that's why they got Mr. Palmer. That's why they kicked off Tommy. This nation does not like truth, but they will accept you putting on some panties and acting like Queen James. Yes, I said it, Queen James. I said it. I said it. So I will be listening in the rear. Y'all got it. Keep dropping them hand grenades. Drop them, throw them. I don't give a shit what you do. Do the Doug Williams. But the Gremlin G has to go away completely. I said that. Noble, you didn't say that, so I have to defend you because they will come at you and say, well, you throwing threat. No, G-Man said that. He feels threat. He's tired of her talking about men when we're trying to get the foot off our fucking necks right now. And this bitch still trying to hold it down. No. Tired of that shit, man. So I'm out. I'm listening from the rear, brothers. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, bro.
All right, peace.
We got 2 more quick little videos we're gonna get in. If we're gonna get into this whatever this fucking thing is. Whatever y'all want to call the shit. Yeah, on that note. I don't know what I want to play first. I'm gonna play this one first. Let's wrap.
Your own pronouns, just like you don't get your own prepositions or your own adjectives. You know, it's like if I were to tell you, my adjectives are handsome and brilliant, and no matter whenever you're talking about me, you have to describe me as handsome and brilliant because that's how I identify. Makes no sense. You don't get your own pronouns. That's grammar. That's language.
So you think it's a delusion? Someone is self-delusional.
Yeah, I think it's delusion. It could be mental illness.
Let's just listen to that one more time.
Whoa. You don't get your own pronouns, just like you don't get your own prepositions or your own adjectives. You know, it's like if I were to tell you, my adjectives are handsome and brilliant, and no matter whenever you're talking about me, you have to describe me as handsome and brilliant because that's how I identify. Makes no sense. You don't get your own pronouns. That's grammar. That's language.
So you think it's a delusion? Someone is self-delusional.
Yeah, I think it's delusion. It could be mental illness.
I like Logic. Logic is
wow.
Logic is it's hold on. I got my man. My man.
That's real right there.
Huh?
The Little Mermaid. Is that real on the screen? The Little Mermaid?
I don't know what the fuck that thing is. I don't even try no more. Definitely peace to G, man. Yeah, man, but the logic is sound, man. You don't get your own verbs. Like,
wow.
Like, I don't understand the concept that they got going on. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy.
It is crazy.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it is crazy. Like, I mean, you know, the crazy thing about this situation is so you know, anybody that's like watched like high school girls basketball or even like college basketball, women's or whatever. I know a few people that are in said community, and one thing that they've told me, because it's not really them that's making the issue. It's the confused people who are making the issue. When I say confused, like the people that I know that are in said community, I saw them all up on girls when they was in high school. They was on girls when they was in middle school. So they really living their truth, their life, what they want to do. And several of them have told me that prior to Obama coming in, that community was fine. They had their own bars, they had their own clubs, they had their own community events. You know what I'm saying? Like they had, I'm sorry, but like being in that community has never really been an issue. It's the confused people who fail in society that try to conform, and then they get to that community and that community shuns them away. So next thing you know, they end up on Fox Soul complaining about, you know, the injustice and the unfairness and all of this other mumbo jumbo. That's why when I hear people talk about like you know, all of this rainbow stuff. A lot of them, those are the people that failed in society that are trying to conform to get in with somebody because they scared of what could possibly go down out here in these streets, and they not have any kind of protection, or they not have a group of solid people that they can actually build with. It ain't even really like a lot of people in that community that's pushing the agenda. It's the weird ones, like the weird ones that failed in society. That's what I've noticed, and that's the information that I've actually gotten from people that are actually in that community who actually been living that their entire lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I know is you can't be everything at once. You can't be a man, a woman, a cat, a dog, and a horse.
Yeah.
And then whenever something bad happens towards whatever other thing you identify as, you jump ship and go to something else. That's not how the world works. You have to be something that we can identify so you can move forward in society. You can't be all things at once and expect everyone to fall in line, because that's just not how we do things. That is the fall of Rome. That is the fall of the world. That is destruction. That's what that is. And we're not talking about hate here, because I don't think any of us hate.
Like, right. And
It's not hate. It's we have to have, if you want to have your own community and do these things, that's cool, but you need some order here, because we all have to deal with each other, right? We all have to work with each other. We all have to progress with each other, whether we like what we do or not as human beings. So I just don't understand how much further this is going to go. Soon they're going to start saying that they identify as a spirit. I identify as a spirit, and I can do whatever I want when I want, and you guys can't say anything because I am now a spiritual entity. That's gonna happen.
Matosta with a spirit. Yeah, we got this one, and then we're gonna deal with this Hope Giselle person. I think that's how his name is. I'm just calling it Hope. I don't even like that. That's so much going on.
Yikes.
A lot going on. That's what his name is. All right, let's rock.
If a man decides that his gender identity is woman,
A woman has its own duty, and a man has its own duty, and a lady cannot do the duty of a man, and a man cannot do a duty of a woman.
can a man become a woman?
No.
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 What about a transgender?
Okay?
Transgender?
No.
No.
If you look like if you want to become a lady but you're a man, you have something wrong in
Something
your
wrong.
mind. Something wrong in your family, something wrong in you.
What about if someone was non-binary?
Come again?
Non-binary?
Come again?
Like someone is
you're not a woman, you're not a man.
Yeah, someone is neither. There's something else. Is that?
He's saying we have never seen things like those. For a man, he has a penis. For a woman, he has a vagina. So we know this is a lady, this is a man.
What if it's a woman with a penis?
Both?
He knew he was wrong. He knew he was wrong for accident.
My man's in Africa was looking like,
What?
What are we talking about here?
What is this nonsense you are talking about? Yeah? Woman with a penis? Yeah?
What do you mean to me?
You are
What do you think I
confused.
mean?
You are confused, my brother.
Shit, bro.
My boy said there's something wrong. There's something wrong. What? There's something wrong in your family.
Oh,
In other words, you're
God.
retarded. That's what that means. You're retarded in the head. That's what that means. Translation.
Hold on. Let me read this. Hold on. Let me get. I seen a few. Shit, I gotta get.
I'm getting kind of mad here. I'm gonna pick up some weights because I
It
can't.
was Savannah said black women are the worst gatekeepers ever. We find a new way to overhand our rights every single. That's the craziest part. That's why I like Savannah. Savannah get it. Y'all giving y'all rights away. That's what you understand. LA said no, but you seen the male swimmer that was ranked over 500 plus, then changed to Shim, then ranked number 1 and took all those real females hard work and changed rules. And my daughter's a swimmer. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, man. The fiction is going to cost cost people a lot, but it goes with what Savannah just said. Not giving y'all rights away by adhering to the BS.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta find something else to do. But so Jenny says they're the world class. They're pushing the new acronym MAPS, minor attracted attractive person, attractive
I saw that.
person, minor attractive person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, like how they have like conditions of like you know, like just conditions. Like they're trying to say, okay, you know, well, I like this little kid, and this little kid is 10, but that should be okay. So we need to get something, we need to get some kind of law that will allow us to be with this 10-year-old over here because I'm attracted to that kid. So we're gonna call ourselves Maps or Map. Yeah, we're gonna make this thing happen, dude. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what they doing. I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that video as well. They're trying to legalize this. They're trying to normalize this. And see, we're just talking about it now, and Noble looks confused. We're just talking, but at some point, somebody is going to physically stand up for what's right, and no one is going to be happy when that happens. So I would urge females, because men can't speak about these things, apparently. I would urge females, please, for the love of God, real talk, for the love of God, stop this, please. Because if you don't, it's not going to end well for anybody. And see, men, it doesn't matter what happens because we can always survive. I can go down to the jungle. I'm good. I don't need all this shit. But you guys are the ones that want the comfort. You guys are the ones that want equality. You guys are the ones that want equity. You guys are the ones that love Starbucks, love McDonald's. You love Grubhub. You love all this shit. We don't give a fuck about this shit. So if you want society to sustain itself and continue to thrive with all these technological shit that you love, stop this. Because there will come a day when war will break out over this shit.
I'm gonna just tell you like this right here. Go ahead, keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing, cause I have a few things that will stop you. I'm not gonna do all the talking.
And that's what I'm
Women,
saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Some people are willing to talk, some people are not. We talk about it because we actually care about women. That's the funny thing.
I don't care. Me personally, I don't care about the women that don't care.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We care about the women that, want to be women and progress society. But at some point, someone said Luda foreigner babble. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet, bro. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna drop down, bro. Because see, here's the thing, Noble. No matter what we say, no matter what I say, there's always an insult, right? There's always an insult. There's always some bullshit. And this shit actually, and they'll go on to say, oh, who hurt you? Man, y'all are really trifling, bro. For real. It is what it is, bro. Let the dice
Hold on.
fall where it falls, bro.
Hold on, Liv. Hold on, Liv. Let's just wait 1 second. Just 1 second. Minor attractive person. Wow. Wow. Shit. Bang bang. Bro, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown. That should blew me. That should just blew me. I ain't gonna say that old. I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't have nothing but violent things to say, so I'm just not gonna say it. And
Exactly.
I'm gonna piss myself off. So let's get this is this is gonna make me even madder. Even more mad. What is this thing? Hope Giselle is the name of this person, whatever you want to call it. So boy. And I don't know why y'all, but don't listen. Don't pay her no mind. Don't pay her no mind. Look at her at the screen thing. She hit a troll. He literally, all of them look like trolls. I ain't gonna say the whole chicks. I don't know why y'all let her bother me.
Yeah.
What is the church? What is it? What is the church supposed to do? Right. Okay. So I had to edit this because this is the only way I can watch this video. If I have my guy showing her way, because I couldn't take it. So we're gonna watch this. Just stop me when you wanna interject. Because it's a lot of stuff. How long is this? Let me see. It's about 5 minutes, literally like 5 minutes. Yeah, this is a lot. It's just hard to listen. I can't stand hearing their voices because it's just pure deception. I take them as complete like agents. So like they just want to deceive. Like their whole concept is deceiving other people. And it gets real bad real fast. So y'all strap in and deal with this the best you can, because it irritates my soul. I ain't gonna sit there and hold you. Today I got time, cause
which is something that I think is a fundamental issue within our community, is the fact that we are so.
When I recorded this, I looked at the time, I hit record, and then I walked away because it's like it gets so stupid so fast. I don't know what it said other than what I knew that it had said from watching other people thing, and I just watched the whole hopes, whatever you want to call the shit. Yeah. So when you say our community, what is it that you're talking about? If you happen to come across this or the people that you know, hit the link. I'm not afraid. You want to hit the link. Any of y'all that's tagged. You want to come up here, run your mouth? Because you're gonna have to deal with me eventually. So I'll just get out the way. Because I'm that arrogant. Because I'm a bad motherfucker. You're gonna have to deal with me eventually. So this our community thing, I've kind of exposed this. Big Mike actually put this, did a video where you had this guy who was a Jamaican, but he was Jamaican, but he didn't want to say where he was from because he's talking against foundational Black Americans, indigenous, whatever. And he's saying he's a part of those people that say, I think his name is Lead the American. He has a channel. I should tag his bitch ass. But he didn't have the balls to say that he where he was from, and is here saying that we should be doing more, we shouldn't. But in the middle of his speech, he's saying we as Black people need to did. But and then when something bad, he going, well, y'all this, y'all that. I'm like, nigga, you was just saying we 2 seconds ago. But within your same sentence, within your same speech, 1 second you with us, 1 second you not. So it's time to get clear on what y'all are and what you actually want to be. You on our side or you on your side? Because stay on your side and then stay there, and I'm with all the parts with you staying over there and not being over here. What the fuck shit? What the fuck is our community? What is our community? What are you talking about? Who do you mean when you say that?
She talking about the women, gays, and felons. That's who she talking about. Women, gays, and felons. That's who she talking. That's the community she talking about. That's the sorry. That's the community he's talking about.
You better than me. I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling bad with it. I don't know what to call the thing. I keep calling the thing
willing and ready to walk away from each other than to figure.
But you walk away from your gender that you got from the planet. You didn't. You walked away from the gender that God gave you. But these people can't walk away from other people. Nature gave you a gender and you walked away from it. But you got a commentary. You got some commentary on what other people are doing that are following directions. What? Oh my God, it's gonna be painful.
Which is something that I think is a fundamental issue within our community, is the fact that we are so willing and ready to walk away from each other than to figure this shit out.
Why didn't you figure out how to be a nigga?
Facts.
Because you sat around your aunt and your mom and you picked up all their mannerisms and you see they had to be shit, then you wanted to do it too. Instead of you saying in your mind that, yeah, I really feel like a girl, you really feel like somebody you wasn't. Like, that fucking shit is crazy. Fucking you feel like somebody you not. How fucking I feel like Zone? You already in Arizona. It's weird. I don't got it's just crazy. What are you saying?
Man.
They want to be the leaders of the.
But what really burdens your grits and what really makes you upset, Dr.
All right. It's going to be.
She said, what really burns your grits? Okay.
This spot about to get bad. This is what's going to bother a lot of males. Trigger warning for all the fellas and the brothers watching this on a replay and watching this live. Trigger warning. It's coming up. It triggered me. I only get triggered.
Y'all might want to go hit the weed. Go hit the weed for a second.
Yeah, you might want to just breathe and woosah.
Hit the blunt, man.
A little bit.
Dr. Umar, is that you sat there on that motherfucking live, that panel for an hour and a half with commercial breaks and all of that shit, and your little dick was jumping.
I'm just take 2 steps. I'm just step back a little bit. Step back. Just step back, right? Let me just move back a little bit. It's like a kind of. It's like the dykes, right? Whatever you want to call them, butch, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It's like, why do y'all don't want to be girls no more? And then you go to be a guy and you want to be the lowest quality guy that you can possibly be. You want to be the nigga who hanging his pants off his ass. You want to be the fucking asshole dude. Why don't y'all pick to be the opposite gender that's of high quality standard? Like, I don't get it. You don't want to, you're not good enough to be a male. You too fucking inferior to operate as a male on this planet. So you choose to be a girl. Okay. You choose to be a girl because they allow you to, and you won't get maimed for that. Cool, got it. Why do you choose to be the ratchet piece of shit chick saying antagonizing shit to get a rise out of a male that don't give a fuck about you? You are on a fucking internet panel. How the fuck do you know what his dick is doing, you stupid little shit?
Facts. And they always, I don't get that. Like, they always think that dudes like them. I don't get that. Like, you bald-headed ass niggas out here parading as women. Don't nobody like your bitch ass, man.
You don't even like you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Y'all always think niggas like y'all just because you put on a fucking wig and a little mascara. Like, y'all are weird to me, man. Y'all are just weird, man. And then, you know what I'm saying, y'all will do that, but then sit there, y'all want to sit there and you want to whine and cry when one of you go on one of these dating apps, and then next thing you know, you end up deleted because you wanted to play with a nigga. That same kind of behavior that'll get y'all ass put in the ground. Continue.
This nigga face is built like an ashtray. Like, this shit is weird to look at. It's hurtful. His face look like knuckles. And you think you got the nerve to be on the internet and think somebody want to fuck you. You look crazy. You look like you swing your face at people when you want to fight. You two sharp ass, fake ass cheekbones, nigga. It's weird as fuck. Fucking look at his fist. His fist is longer than his face.
Yikes, man.
And every time I opened my intelligent mouth, bitch, your little dick got a little harder. And you were just so motherfucking enthralled with this black queen that was spitting this motherfucking knowledge. And even if
this nigga just called himself a queen.
you didn't agree with everything that I was saying, bitch, you was down for it. Because when it comes down to the women that you claim that you like, bitch, on that panel, I was her. It's giving skin. It was giving fresh.
All right, so here's a question. It was just calling itself it. So am I wrong for calling it it? It's just saying it literally just now. It said it was given. It. That's what it said. All right, I'm good now. I'm good. I'm just I don't need y'all to answer that. I'm good. It was calling itself it. So I think it's a it. It's a it. I'm calling it it for the rest of the shit. It called itself it. I'm good. I mean, this is evidence. I got this shit. I got it saved. You are it. That's what I'm calling you.
It was giving no.
It was giving.
Active listening, right? Okay. All right, then.
Cleavage, it was giving. I'm not giving it to everybody. It was giving African kente cloth. It was giving all of the things, and bitch, I set it up that way for.
This nigga said it was giving African kente cloth.
Yeah.
Is that a compliment? That's a compliment.
Oh my God, man.
Yo, what the fuck is happening?
He is confused as fuck, man.
This thing just saying anything. It was. Look at
it.
Look at that. Look at that. Hold up. Hold up. Look at that.
Who says that? It
was given. It was given. You seen this black queen on the panel, and it was given this, and it was given that, and it was. And it was given African kente cloth. That's what the nigga said. Look at y'all. Look at the trolls. I just want y'all to look at the trolls. Look at these two trolls. Just trolling. Look at that. Just what? What's wrong? What? That thing right there? This thing here? That? That's what you talking about? Strong young lady.
Ugh.
Mean. It looked like a bat in the face. It's weird. Look
Lord
at you.
have mercy.
Just so look at you and look at it. Look at you and look at it. Just look at your face and look at its face. This nigga look like it's in 2G, like he's pixelating.
World class. I wouldn't give the Sosa too much credit.
It does, but she's clearly a female. Clearly a female versus this fucking thing. It don't look like it. Don't look. You. This is crazy. I want to hear it say. Look at it again. Look at his fist. His fist is wider than the bottom of his face.
Yikes, man. That shit crazy, man.
It looked like it punched steel doors. Like fucking shit look crazy, look masculine. It looked like it get up in the morning and just 1, 2, 3, just bang out fucking a quick 50, and then go hit the day, then go to the gym.
Reason. I didn't go in and put on lashes or.
But here's the shit. Here's the shit. You see how you laughing at the end, saying "hope not ugly." You see how you laughing? You don't even believe that shit. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. That thing look aggressive. Look like it would maul a lion.
Overdo my makeup. I barely brushed my motherfucking hair because I didn't want people to turn around and say, you can only fool us if you have all of that going on.
So you didn't want people to say that you could. Oh, so your goal is to fool people.
This is the real woman king right here.
Facts. I didn't want people to be able to say that I couldn't. What? Lady. What's wrong with y'all? Hey, it's what let me talk to y'all real quick. Me and Zone talk to y'all real quick. Just talk to y'all. Let's talk. How are y'all not offended? How are y'all not offended? How does, as a woman, I would be offended. I don't understand. That's disrespectful. Not only this is what's crazy. This is what's crazy. This is what's psychotic. Not only is this goal to deceive your men and take your men from you, or the potential man from you. These men are also your sons. It's an intent to deceive your son. But at the same time, its image of you is this.
Yep.
How are y'all not offended?
Notice and notice the societal difference between and I hate this black talk, but I'm gonna go there. Notice the societal difference between black men and black women. You see, black women, y'all, you losers, yep, you losers champion what we seeing on the screen. Y'all champion the woman king. When we see something like Isaiah Wade, how many men you see talking about that day after day after day, because we know that the societal norm that they're trying to make that the societal norm for our children. But every time we say something, we get told to shut the fuck up.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Because that's not our child. But y'all will go champion some dumb shit like this shit we seeing here on the screen. But when we say something about the D Wade situation, we can't say nothing about it because that ain't our child.
Say we got to do better. And fuck it, ain't no point. Ain't no point. This shit disrespectful. This is just flat out disrespectful. There's no way to go about it.
You can only trick us if you have all of that going on. You can only be a woman if you have all of that going on. And it wasn't giving any of that. And you still sat there on the other end of that motherfucking screen, enthralled with my black, beautiful queen ass. And you did so on a public platform in front of everybody, and it's going to live forever, and you can never take it back because a whole bunch of motherfucking people have seen you call my trans ass a beautiful black queen on several occasions. And that's what you're really upset about. You could give less than a fuck about the fact that you were on a panel that you didn't know or that you didn't know. The only thing that you're pressed about is the fact that you couldn't censor yourself not to say how you truly felt about what you were sitting in front of.
This little nigga took this dude. It's crazy how it's trying to purport, like, express this shit as if this nigga really wanted to fuck her. When everybody that's holding him accountable is saying, this is the problem with you just pandering to everybody. You see a chick or something that look like a chick in brown and call her the queen. Everybody know what he was really doing. Nobody gave a fuck about you, nigga.
Right.
Don't I got 2 wives or something?
Yep.
What the fuck are you talking about? The nigga married twice. Like, this is the delusion of these, whatever the fuck these fucking things are that, I don't know, tease it, as it calls itself.
Sugar bomb. How many white men delete white women every hour?
Y'all kill each other every hour. Y'all kill 27 children an hour. So you was taking your nap. You didn't hear that part. 649 children y'all killed. That's just the womb. That's not including the physical, the post-birth abortions, child deletions that y'all do. Y'all kill a lot of children that are here. I just ain't get to that part yet. You know that? Did you know that? You didn't know that part. You didn't want to go through that. Y'all kill more children than dudes shoot each other. That number is still bad. We'll get to that too. I'll talk a lot. Jelly said, y'all remember that song from The Lion King? Deception, Disgrace. That's what all this is. That's what all this is. This is crazy, bro.
And that's why you're bothered. You're not bothered because of the fact that you only bothered because now all them hoteps that follow you, when they want to get under your skin, now they gonna go back to that clip and be like, remember when you said this? Because the same man that has spent years of his platform talking about how you could clock one from a mile away and
you know what's crazy? You can put that much thought into somebody else's shame, but you can't put that much thought in being a male.
Right.
And figure out what you are. Like, you couldn't do that. That's a lot of thinking. That was a lot. You really went down the rabbit hole pretty deep with that. You thought really far. But all this is whatever shit you're doing, you can't see how it's not gonna work. How at the end of the day, the chicks, you know what's crazy? Even like a sugar bum, right? Or the Sosa, right? Their bloodline can continue. Yours can't. You lose the race. You can cape for them all you want, but at the end of the day, they got something you don't got, and that's humanity. Like they can participate in your mortality and you can't. So the joke's on you. Umar beats you no matter what.
These men and these da 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 da, and if you don't understand the real essence of a woman and da 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 da, and I know as a man, I know when I'm in the presence of a black queen, all of you men out there that's allowing yourself to be tricked is because you like that da 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 da. Y'all are beta males, but you sat right in front of me.
You see the retarded shit? 1 second you up, and the second then you cutting crazy shit. That shit crazy. You just starting on that fucking shit. Wow,
you sat right in front of me. And Umar did not clock Hope after the fact. People who wanted to know how I was getting him together and wanted to know who the fuck I was did their research and told Umar. I wasn't clocked. Let's be very clear about this.
Nigga, you wasn't the focal point. The focal point that he came there prepared to deal with was Cynthia G, not you. He didn't care about who you are. He was dismissing you. Nigga.
Not that it even matters.
This is cousin It.
Let me take that off the table. Not that it even fucking matters. Not that it even fucking matters. But in this instance, what I'm saying is that it's a problem because the same men that sit back and say shit like, oh, if you can't tell, if you da 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 da, I know a black woman when I see a black woman, none of these niggas could ever trick me. I would never be gotten because these men da 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 da.
Faceback said, Umar couldn't see her hands over the internet. Facts.
That's true.
And I bet without that wig and that makeup and da 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 da, all of this other stuff, all of the things that you could say, you can't say. You can't say. I'm not wearing wigs. I don't have on a face full of makeup. I'm not distracting you with my titties.
Look, and I don't know if you caught it, but yeah, Dr. Umar, he basically dismissed her when he started talking, because like at that first clip that you played, he said that he was brought there to talk with two men and 2 women, and he saw the third person. So like you said, he didn't even acknowledge this dude. Like I felt like he kind of already knew some funny business was kind of up a little bit. He just wasn't really sure. And then I heard somebody else say that like when you go into these Foxhole interviews, they don't necessarily tell you that you're going to be debating, or sometimes even what the topic is going to be. They just tell you you're going to be on for 30 minutes. This is what the topic of the conversation will be, but they don't tell you like the style of it.
Right. So it was a setup. Because if you don't have a bunch of people setting somebody up, they don't have no victory. They don't got nothing to brag about. They can do nothing on their own. They're the new black females.
I'm not distracting you with my cleavage. All that was on that screen was my big ass shoulders, my big ass head, and my big ass face.
Listen, I'm glad you said that, because that shit is shit.
Ginormous.
But then your fist is bigger than your face, which is fucking blowing me right now. That shit was my boxer. Should have been a boxer.
That was all that was on the screen, and you still missed it. And you
look at this nigga hands. Oh my god, like a tree branch hanging over a house.
Man, that shit they're crazy.
Oh my gosh. Looking like Megamind. Facts. What's the nigga? Was Brainiac?
Brainiac.
This nigga face is built like an ashtray. Nobody want to say it.
You had conversation and you engaged, and I don't change my voice.
But you are. You literally are. You don't. Nobody sounds like that. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. I see why they delete themselves. To live like that is psychotic.
The voice is the voice.
It's a fake voice.
The voice is the voice.
It's not good. It's fake. You don't sound like y'all know good and well. This thing wouldn't have got with me. I'm not. Hey, bruh, nah, I'm good. I wouldn't have even been on it. You know what? There's no point of me bringing that up. I wouldn't have been on the show like that.
I wouldn't either. I mean, bro, you failed as a man, and you'll never have success as a woman. Think about that.
That's crazy to live like that. It's crazy. Stressful.
You failed as a man, and you'll never have success as a woman.
Bang, 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 bang.
It's too much. Hold on.
Shit like that.
Zone came to pod today.
And so you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out, how did this person deceive me? I didn't do.
You think because you clapped that make you a girl? Like if that's what you thinking in your mind? That shit like a fish.
Deceive you. I came and showed up as myself, and you received it.
But you didn't. Yourself as a guy. Everything it says is a lie. Everything.
I came and I showed up as myself, and you received it as it was.
That's why you had to say it twice, because you still trying to convince you that it's real.
A beautiful black woman sitting before you, because that's what it was.
It wasn't you if it was.
How I got to that point doesn't matter. But
it do matter. You lied, nigga.
You know the other thing that
this is cousin it.
That's interesting is that in those comments, a lot of people are saying things like, "Oh, this is why we can't trust them. Why wouldn't you?"
I'm good. I'm done. That's the end of it. That's all I recorded.
Man. Yikes, man.
That was painful.
Very
painful. That was painful. After saying all that, man, anybody want to come up? Link is pinned to the top. I just dropped it. This topic bothers me because, like I said, man, you have to be a liar. You got to give up your religion just to talk to these people like that. Like everything it was saying was a lie to be able to express itself, and all it wants to do is act like its mother or grandmother or aunt and say all the shit that it watched them do because of how easily it was impressed as a child, and they just take the path of least resistance. That's all the shit is. It's not rocket science. You can't feel like somebody you're not. I can't even feel like my best friend. You watch everything I do, my best friend watch. Right? You watch everything I do. I've known him for over 20 years. I have to ask him how he feels. We can finish each other's jokes, sentences, and shit. Beat each other to punches. All that. I don't know how he feels. So if I can't know how another male feel that I grew up with, how the fuck can I know how a female feel without asking her? Can't feel like a chick on the inside. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Y'all realize Cynthia G is gonna be talking about the same talking points that we just heard right now. She's gonna be talking about that 20 years from now. She ain't there like nothing. I'm sorry, but actually, I'm not sorry, but nothing she said. We're only bringing. I feel like obviously the world class is highly educated, knowledgeable. Appreciate and it's definitely worth. Basically, she's content. She's content. She ain't got no. She really ain't got no message. Nothing that she said in that interview applies to today's black men. Me personally, I have no idea what she's talking about. In my family, all of us are scientists, engineers. We're good at mathematics. So, I mean, I have no idea, and a lot of other guys out in the world, like we ain't. I don't know. Like she's stuck in the 1980s or something, because like I said, nothing she said really applies to today, really. When you think about it in the grand scheme of things, today's black man is not the definition of black man that she was talking about.
Mm-hmm. But what it is just like Cynthia G and her on the same page. They watch their moms and grandmoms and aunts and all these other females that before her run their mouth, say whatever they were saying in front of them day in, day out, and that brain over a span of a decade and a half plus. And neurological pathways, dendrites, axioms has been constructed to I want my turn to whine and whimper and complain. And all that long time ago, they still want their turn to say the same thing, and that's pretty much it. If things don't go their way, if everything don't happen the way that they wanted to happen, they prepared to sell you out. They prepared to use all those weapons that they heard their parents use, grandmother, whatever, all these people I've mentioned before. They prepared to use those weapons against you, and that's pretty much it. That's how the brain works. Study neurology. Before you deal with the psychology shit, study neurology, how the brain works, how you build neurological pathways, dendrites in your mind, how your subconscious works, and how heterosuggestion and autosuggestion works. These children watch black females sit and complain, whine, and whimper, and talk about a bunch of stupid shit, and that's all they know, and they want to be able to utilize what they learn. You can see the same thing with police officers. Police officers find all these ways to finally kill. You go through high school, you be just like everybody else. You get out of high school, now you being trained how to kill. You want to use what you learn, and they can't wait to shoot somebody. They can't wait to be aggressive because you have all this training, but you don't know what to do with it. That's
facts.
It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple. Cynthia G and that T thing is the same shit, man. Same exact thing. They want to be able to. And again, it goes back to what we talked about when Mr. Palmer talked about this child alienation. These females keeping the child with them because misery loves company, not because you're a better female. You just a good person just because you got a pussy. You the better parent just because you got a pussy, and you know how to be emotional about shit. That's not how shit works. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Most of these chicks have children because they want some shit they can't tell them no. The child, even if it's their niece or godchild. The child is just an extension of their consumer experience. Again, just like watching their mom talk, something they seen on TV. They watch complaining all their life. Just listen to them when they're talking. They're telling you. And when you study how the brain works, it'll start making perfect sense. That's how I know how to navigate through these conversations. They're telling you what's going on. That's why they say, oh, you complaining about this, you complaining about child support, you complaining about the women. Because in their mind, complaining is their weapon. They're waiting their turn to be able to complain and get something because they've watched complaints on TV. They've watched their mother complain. And now when you complain, you take my weapon because they have a scarcity mentality, just like Highlander. There can be only one. And if you complain and I can't do my stuff. I don't want you to have my stuff. And that's
facts. And what I want to say about Dr. Umar, you know, I do think that he's very knowledgeable. You know, I give him his kudos for pursuing his education, and I give him his kudos for, like, you know, really going outside the box to try to, like when he elaborated on the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? Like what he said was very accurate. But one thing as a man that you cannot do, the reason why he even was in this situation in the first place is because he relies on women to keep him afloat. He relies on women for his school. He relies on women to put money in his pockets. And as a man, you simply cannot do that. He would have 10 schools by now if he never involved women in the first place. Because men, we build. Women in general, I'm sorry, but y'all tear down a lot of shit. It ain't no war between women and men. The war is with women themselves. We just here to stop y'all from tearing down yourselves, really.
Yeah.
Can't no chick in this chat or in this universe go to war with me. From Oprah to the lowest chick on the street. None.
Okay, shit.
If I wanted to, I could get out. If this was my mission, I could have 20 schools by now and blow Dr. Umar out the water. Because I'm going to go to the bros in the street and I'm going to be like, yo, I'm trying to build this school for these kids. I got the curriculum. I'm trying to make sure that our sons have a place where they can feel comfortable being masculine, playing sports. You know what I'm saying? And being comfortable being themselves, being young boys. I could have 20 if I wanted to. I could probably have 20 schools in 20 years if I wanted to. Because all of that trying to build a big building and stuff like that, what he trying to do, no, you don't need that. You know how many houses go up on these blocks that are for sale that you know the banks own that you can get for the low, that you can get, you know what I'm saying, it's all kind of ways to get into stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he getting bamboozled, run amok and led astray by the buttercream goddess, sugar cream, razzle dazzle chocolate donut. Because that's who he puts his faith in, and as men we can't do that. If I got something that I'm building, I'm gonna come to Noble and say, hey man, I got this idea, you know, contribute how you contribute. I'm gonna go to dirty folks, hey, I got this. I'm gonna go to Mr. Goodbread, I'm gonna go to Mr. Palmer. You know what I'm saying? That's how we link.
Facts. That's
how we do it.
Because men build civilizations, and men are the people that civilize the world. In the wilderness of the world, why they benefit, because we need y'all to organize. Real quick too, if y'all haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to Nurse Francie's channel. She's building her channel. She definitely be around these spaces. Like I said, they're all feminists, but
smash that like button.
We definitely want to support the women that come and be peaceful and be respectful. That have channels that contribute to our spaces. Also, subscribe to my guy Savage. He in the building. I think he's still in the building. I think the links is in the chat and whatnot. And also Dallas G. I think Savannah, is that coming up? Is that coming up today? I need to click it myself.
Hey, real quick. I Nurse Fancy. I'm curious as to what good points Cynthia G has. I mean, I'm not coming at you or anything like that, but be interesting to know what good points she has, because yeah,
I don't fact Jenny. I don't have no my shit. I don't have that. I only have the meter. It's not even on that. It's dismantled. But let me find where you was at. Yeah, the social says Cynthia G is a warrior. So Nurse Fancy says, I think Cynthia has good points, and some of the men do too. I guess you talk about her show, and sometimes she says something to some of these chicks because you're trying to be Keisha Samuels. Dallas Z says, when ammo is flying over your head, which warrior you run into for protection? Cynthia G or man? Synthetic G. Y'all got the claps today. Everybody got the claps. Hey man, link in the description is pinned to the top. I mean, link in the chat is pinned to the top. Any of the ladies want to come in and get their perspective, you know, you're definitely welcome. Look at her. She just can't help it. She's got the troll.
Cynthia's the GOAT.
Neuroplasticity.
Okay.
Right. Here's the thing though, so when we do, y'all call it complaining. But I just explained what that is. There's what he said, Dr. Umar owes me a free fund. You gotta explain that. Put that in the chat or something. I'll come up with it. I went to one of his events too, but I met Professor Griff when I went. Him and Professor Griff did something here. I bought his book. I was down there.
Professor Griff.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you just don't feed into the stuff like this. I can't let her get to me. Just don't.
What exactly do y'all build? I mean,
don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. American infrastructure is known to be. She just saying shit, just to be saying shit. Then you reiterate it like it's right. She said, "I support the good ones. I hope you can." Dallas says,
shout out to the Sosa for being she got that Tola energy.
Yeah, she be trolling. She be trolling.
I give her a shout out for that though.
And it's crazy, the Sosa. You know, when you A little podcast blocked you. I was rooting for you. But I see you be trolling this, be trolling. She says, at Dallas D, women need to learn how to protect themselves. Men are the one hurting us. Cynthia G is empowering women, and I'm very grateful. Wow. Again, y'all murdered 649 children in a day. Your overweight rate is between 80 to 80%. I'm sorry. Your overweight, the fat rate is 80%. 80% of that is obese. So nobody hurting y'all more than each other. I don't really get that. You're killing each other.
Nobody.
And the fastest prison population that's growing is women. So that mean y'all creating more criminals and crimes against yourself.
Yeah, nobody eating more than y'all either.
Nobody is.
Nobody.
Don't get us fun on here.
Nobody, baby.
Said that didn't answer my question. Facts. I ain't even on Dallas is gonna be handling. Let's see what we saying. See, y'all talking about building. See what I'm saying? She don't make nobody feel good. She just here to get a rise out of people.
I see y'all talking about building.
Not Big Shirley. Dallas D said, if single women raise the boys that can't maintain what men built, how was that an argument against men? See, Dallas D got the fire, bro. Y'all gotta stop playing with Dallas D.
Shout out to Dallas D, man.
She gonna make y'all.
She stay on it, man.
She gonna make y'all make the seat that you need to have several of. I think Cynthia G forces guys to read and go harder. I don't watch her stuff enough to know that. I just know every time I see her, she's saying something stupid. So I can't say that. I don't watch that show. Honestly, I don't.
I guarantee that if I watched her show, she would not make me do anything.
More than likely.
I guarantee if I watched 10 of her shows, I guarantee if I watched 50 of her shows, she wouldn't make me do anything.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. But if I call y'all a troll, I'm a bad guy, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at her. You can't, it's nothing. Right. She empowers, this is a fact. She empowers single motherism. What an accomplishment. Facts. You said, no, you're not going to do no podcast slant on here. Don't say he called different opinion. No. When y'all be trying to be indirect and he actually asks a direct question and then you don't answer the direct question and you do what you do, you can't blame. Look at this. That's trolling this whole thing. Remember earlier when I said I'd be rooting for chocolate women? You let me down right now. It don't make any sense. King of jails. Hey, everything we do is a crime. That's in the white man world and in the house with you. So, you know, we had to cook today, man.
Yeah,
definitely appreciate you coming up.
It was well needed.
You want us to name stuff that we built? I give you a good one. Whatever your name is, that's one of the things we built. Whatever your real name is, we built that. And whatever your mama name is, we built that too. And your grandmama, both of them. And all four of your great grandmoms, we built that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The English language you use, and we built that. The Latin language it came from, we built that. The science that those Latin languages are spoken, we built that. The concept of thinking, we built that. Travel, we built that. Refrigeration, we built that. All of that. Like, what you mean?
The toy you put in your peace sleeve, we built that.
I don't know what you're talking. Like, that's just dumb stuff. This is psychotic. It doesn't even make sense. Yawn. You can't take people like this serious. Ain't nothing you can do. Right. Railroads, your weave wouldn't have gotten here without. Hold on. I can't even get the bang bang. I gotta this is too much.
Dom the Monko.
Shit like that.
Damn. I'm sorry. Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Seems as if you
either win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff. You know, I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not to use the position of Ricky Bobby.
They want to go hard now. All of a sudden they want to.
Yeah.
Where y'all was at when we was chopping it up with the content? Y'all want to go hard all of a sudden, huh?
That's how they is. They know they lost the war, so now they just trying to throw eggs at the what is it called? The AVT. What's that big ass truck called? The military truck when they be transporting whatever that truck is. They trying to look. Y'all already lost. Y'all food not gonna beat these tanks.
Sugar Bum, hey, I'll pay. Hey, I need a garden put around my fence. I'll pay you to come put it up for me. I'm in a fence put around my garden. I'll pay you. Since I can't do it, I will pay you.
She tall too. She said she 5'7", 5'8", 163 pounds. So she got.
Oh
she got
yeah.
the size
Oh,
to do it.
I could use your labor. I can use your
build a
labor.
fence. Yeah, you can build a fence around here. Let me find my thing. I gotta find my. Because the clip I got is long enough. I mean, it's there, but I need the good one. Hold up, I gotta find it. 1 second. I ain't gonna do no trolling today. We got enough trolls in the chat. I ain't gonna troll. I just had to get this one. Cause y'all on some bullshit down there. Here we go, right here. This Dallas D.
Oh there, little guy. What you doing, fella? Did you want to come out and play? Yeah, don't be shy. There, isn't that better?
That's Dallas D in it. That's Dallas D in the chat right now.
Oh God, that's too funny. That clip is too funny, man.
How you gonna talk about what I can't do and you can't do it? Let's just start right there.
Well, fun fact, I live in Arizona, so all I need to start a fire is a magnifying glass. That's it.
Facts. That fucking hot ass state y'all live in. Thanks. I want to say thank you to Breezy. Breezy sent a cash app the other day, and to Terrence. I appreciate the cash app. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. On our road to this is an infinite troll. You just got. It's like, do you have all troll comments just saved like in your phone somewhere, like in your notes or on like a text file or something like that? You just be back to back trolling. Right. Facts. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Got this out the way.
Yeah.
We got some.
Sure.
We got appreciate it. We got videos coming all dropping every day until like Wednesday. I got some more to put up. I'm staying ahead of the curve. I'm getting busy, man. I almost didn't go live. I think Big Mike pushed his back, and
is he live? Boy, I think I saw a notification earlier.
He might have went live. Might have hopped down and let me see. Let me look real fast. I even put the links to the one I'm about to be on. If I find it.
See, I know Mr. Palmer live. Oh, he is live.
He is.
Part 2.
Yeah, he live an hour ago. Mr. Palmer went live 33 minutes ago. I seen your little podcast. My guy, he just went live 9 minutes ago. So what I am going to do is go to probably gonna go to Big Mike's first, and I'll pop on Mr. Palmer on my channel. So it's Big Mike.
Yeah, I might stop over at Big Mike's for a few minutes before I head out the door. Shit, I might even go live tonight if I can get all my errands and stuff out the way.
Put your link in the back chat, and I'm put your link in the back chat, and I'm put it in the, what's the name?
Okay.
I'll put it in
I'm probably just gonna talk about like just the PNB Rock situation, but it ain't nothing too major.
Yeah, you got dirty folks over there on the panel with Big Mike over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Palmer is live. I got it all. Everybody live right now. I thought somebody will pull up, but you know, Alice D is 7. So this here, this is at 7. It's in a couple hours. So be sure to tune into that. I got
when Savannah gonna go live?
Right. Hold up. I got something. Hold up. We got something particular for Savannah. We're gonna bring that up in a second. We definitely gonna bring that up in a second. Something for Savannah. Yes, it's coming. I don't care. Bro just went live. He's still gonna like doing his intro. So I seen your little podcast is live now. Got you right now. Got you. What, 864?
Yeah.
864 TV.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate y'all rocking with me today. We had a lot. We had a record today. 31 people in the chat. Let me see what the likes at. Damn, I can't even see what the likes at because I'm not in my own shit. Yeah, you can't see the likes in the stream, y'all. Which they need to fix that. 37 likes, I appreciate it. 13 away from 50. Yeah, so we have something for Savannah. If she don't go live, and she really actually need to be up on the panel, to be honest with you. So
yeah, Savannah
doesn't. Yeah, if she don't go live and don't post a video, like every time y'all see her in the chat and she don't go live or post a video, just yes, more of it. Because it don't make any sense. It don't make no sense to me. Like I don't understand it. I need you to get it together.
Yeah, that's why I'll be posting a lot of short stuff on my channel just to keep it in the algorithm, because I mean I don't really go live often, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Savannah, you gotta, you know, get on maybe at least once a month, at least.
Twice a year at least. You just got one.
Easter and Christmas. Some.
You see what I'm saying? You see the clap back? You see the clap back? D said, I'm waiting for Savannah to get her channel going. Yes. So
we kind of all waiting low key.
Yeah, like we kind of, you know what I'm saying? We seen the trailer. The trailer is fine. Don't make me, you want me to play the trailer? I'll play it. I would literally play it. Like I would put it on my screen.
Sugar Bum, how I'm lost. Tell me how I'm lost.
Don't feed into it. Oh my gosh. Y'all corrupted. I got Savannah corrupting Dallas. Talking about I stand with you in my feminist voice. So I said they all feminist.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
See, this is why you can't give them too much praise.
That's what I'm saying. It's the insurrection for me. It's the you know what I'm saying? Like it's the don't do what? You know what? I'm not done blowing you. That'll boo you some more. You know what? This is Savannah. This is her right here. This is really her on the inside.
Black women was the first woman to ever walk this planet. Black women is the soul of this planet. Black women nurtured and took care, and every other race came from a black woman, honey. Black women are the phenomena of the sun.
Get the fuck off my phone, bitch. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
This me talking to Savannah. This Savannah in the cop suit.
Please, there's people here right now could use your help.
Fuck y'all.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This mistreat me. This don't make sense. What? What?
Yeah.
What? All right.
Yeah, it's time to end the stream.
Yes, we did. I feel like drugs is involved at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me hit your channel real quick. Let me hit the,
In the words of Whitney Houston, crack is whack. Y'all just remember that.
Yeah, I'm about to feed my child. And John, I appreciate you coming up here rocking with me. Lou,
Yes,
G-Man, everybody in the chat. DeSosa, your trolling was fun. Sugar Bum, LH, Savage, Savannah, always, Dallas D. Let's see who I'm missing. I seen. Damn, y'all trolling y'all ass off. I'm trolling up, can't see nobody. Hey, fucking people. Definitely appreciate Nurse Fancy. I think it's the first time Nurse Fancy came through. Always a pleasure. Money Mar. Oh, Jenny Morena. I know she probably on some more important channel somewhere. More important name. It's not a verb, but I made it that. Face Facts, Couch Gang, JLE. Always a pleasure having you, love. She got literally the best name on YouTube. Patrick Bryant. I think I said LH. It's a lot of other people earlier that commented. I had to give people their shout outs. Sugar Bump, do you realize you've made literally 100 comments? Like, it's a lot in here. All I see is Sugar Bump, Sugar Bump. Oh, Lydia Navoy, she came earlier. Y'all have no idea how fast I'm scrolling, and I just see Sugar Bump trolling all damn day. All right. Nonetheless, all the 14 watching, I appreciate it. We're gonna see kind of clips gonna come. Oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong? What you want? What you going through? Why you acting like that? Stop. Just relax. Doing too much. Oh my gosh. If I need
tisk.
If I need some penis was let me just get you. This is how we gonna end this. Yeah, man.
Train your toddlers.
She said it's not trolling, but I digress. It just can't be who you really are on the inside, but it probably is, and I don't like it. I need you to fix yourself for my comfort, just like y'all be doing to us. But they see they're the ones that criminalize, right? Facts. So this is for Sugar Bum and the Sosa. I mean, it's from the bottom of my heart. Zone, any closing arguments, anything? Definitely got your live coming up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go live a little. Well, it's gonna be late. I'm the late night king. Anytime I go live, it's probably always around 11 p.m. midnight Eastern Standard Time, maybe even 1 a.m. So I go live late. But great show, man. Great show. You know, it's a pleasure. It is such a pleasure, and it's watching you know, people like Cynthia G be delusional, as well as Giselle, who failed as a man and will never have success as a woman. Be delusional as well.
Yeah.
And I appreciate, even though it may not have seemed like it, I appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys were fun. Make sure you guys hit that like button and that subscribe button if you are not subscribed to the World Class. And hopefully we'll do this again soon.
Absolutely. I appreciate you coming up, bro. Definitely helped me with with this reaction. Again, I appreciate Lou and G-Man coming up. It's not easy doing these lives and these streams. They're definitely helping you guys and brothers to come up and support it, and of the same spirit and sometimes ideology, but like principles. So we're gonna be out on we closing out on the end of this and this video next. And I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like I said, got videos probably go live the earliest, I think probably like Thursday, but I just be popping up. I just do shit, I rock. I appreciate you, man. Ain't but 2 classes on this planet, never been 3. You world class or you outclass. And the question is not which class you want to live in. The question is which class are the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die in. On your feet, on your knees. Respect the craft. No.
Well, hello there, little guy. What you doing, fella? Did you want to come out and play? Yeah, don't be shy. There, isn't that better?
The world class.
You said you want to drop the link? You ready? You want to come up? Now I see you. That's what you want to do? Come on up. You're welcome. Come on now. Don't play. You thought it was over. You see how people be talking shit when when they think you gone, but then you really pull up on them. I ain't the one less. I'm time enough for your ass now. I'm the one. You coming up here? Come on, hit the link. I'm waiting for you. Come on now, come on with it. Thought it was gone. You see what I'm saying? That's just like when you run your mouth to your mother. And you think she gone out the door, but she waiting on the other side. Don't be playing with me. Job turkey. I'm waiting. Come on, Sugar Bomb. Ain't nobody heard your voice yet. Let's see you get up here. Talking all that mess. Job turkey sauce.
Fools to resist my divine power.
His death was a necessary loss. Soon I will have a new apprentice, one far younger and more powerful.
Remember, when a king is loved as I am, much can be accomplished.